Shocker. We'll figure it out eventually.
Our bad, sorry. What's the pose? All right, guys, how are y'all? Let me know who's in here. I need can you get me a pencil and piece of paper? Huh? A phone? I'm trying to get it all together.
Emma.
Hey, Emma. Hey, Suzanne.
Wait, is it over?
Yeah. I was like, I can't see you.
Hi, Emma.
We can't see you either. And y'all have to look over my voice and everything because all this is stopped up. My eyes is watering and coughing and snotting. Anybody else sick?
No,
Me.
I'm not. I'm good.
Me. Anna is.
You are.
Oh, look.
What?
Mom and Daddy's on here. Hey.
Oh, man. What is it coming to?
Mom and Dad?
What's it coming to?
Oh, Emma, are you sick too?
Oh, she is. She said she's not the good thing. She's not the only one.
I think you gave it to me.
Probably.
And then left. Aww. So for y'all in here, Emma is my daughter, Nancy Hendricks. That's my mom and dad. And Suzanne is one of our faithful subscribers. She is from Canada. Oh my goodness.
It's been run.
Yes, it has been. What y'all been up to? Anything? I know Emma's been swimming. Hey, James is on here. Hey, buddy.
That's Uncle James.
It's Uncle Mr. James.
Yay!
This is Logan for y'all. Probably one that don't know him.
Yeah. What? Suzanne may or may not.
Suzanne may know him, yeah.
I got my stuff done. Do you want
Can't
to
breathe either. Hey, look, I got me some tea brewing. See? Me some tea brewing. So maybe I can start breathing a little bit better.
It's going good, James. Normal summer. It's finally cranked up and got hot. Surprisingly.
I ain't even been outside but to get the eggs today, and that's about it. Oh, I gotta go turn the water off. Hang on. Let me out, Logan.
It's hot as Hades.
Can you go out there and turn it off?
Logan, go turn the water off.
Go turn the water off real quick. Okay, sorry, I had to water the garden a little bit. Righty-tighty, righty-tighty.
Only one way turns off.
On the side of the house, righty-tighty,
One way
lefty
makes it
loosey. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been hot. I went outside to get the eggs today and cut the water on the garden out there for just a little bit. Help us to sneeze.
Please don't.
Okay, if I can make it through this, Suzanne. I'm drinking Bee Balm and Spearmint at the moment. I've been drinking Echinacea and Dandelion Root. Yes, I've been drinking those too. Hey, Jessica's here.
Jessica G.
I was fixing to write you back. Okay. It's okay.
Shocker.
Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, whenever you're stopped up and stuff, you can drink the Bee Balm, and you're supposed to infuse it like in a hot water in a bowl and put, your towel over your head and kind of inhale it, and it helps loosen all that up. So hopefully I can start just drinking this and maybe it'll work from the inside out. You got the hiccups? Oh,
No,
Lord, he's growing again.
He's growing though.
Yeah, Jessica, I was walking inside a while ago. I was like, man, it feels like the middle of August and it's only June. It's insane. Very hot. Oh, sorry.
Bring the box.
I'm going to be boohooing and crying on here. Oh, me. I was trying to figure out what to talk to y'all tonight about. I know there's a few other lives that are going on, so there's going to be people kind of coming and going, hitting and missing some of them. Oh, me. What you want to talk about? Well, we're pulling our cabbage out. You can see that we posted a video the other day. We're getting our cabbage out, and I'm fixing to start canning it up. And I'm not going to make sauerkraut. I'm going to do a canning. I don't know if I'm gonna do a canning video on it or not. I might. And it's just raw cabbage with salt. I'm not going to do the sauerkraut method where you have to let it sit and ferment, because once you pressure can the fermented cabbage, it actually kills the germs, the bacteria and stuff that you have been growing in the fermentation. It actually kills it. So then you're back to just having raw cabbage. So I'm going to do a video here pretty soon on, Emma said, hey, on just doing raw packed cabbage. And so that way you can take it out and use it in other recipes, you know, like we do the farmhouse breakfast skillet kind of thing where we just have a bunch of vegetables thrown in, whatever's in season, and mix it with eggs and maybe some meat or something. And just do that. So we do just a farm fresh breakfast like that. So that way you'll be able to use that in it as well. And it's not going to turn mushy. It'll stay crunchy. And you could probably use it in slaw too, because I did a red cabbage slaw last year that was really good and it stayed crunchy. And all you have to do is drain it and just add your mayonnaise or Miracle Whip or whatever.
Emma needs some of our bug bite cream.
Well, you know what?
She knows where to stop by and come get some. Because she's covered in skeeter bites, and somebody looks like she's got a rash on her elbow.
You get off the table, you're shaking the whole table.
We got something for rashes too.
Hey, Hidden Spring Farm.
Hey, Chad.
Ontario. Uh-oh. All these Canadian people coming in here tonight.
Hey, that's a good thing.
All down here in Tennessee. Brussels sprouts look good. Yeah, I'm growing the plants. I ain't growing the Brussels sprouts.
We're getting the leaves off of them. We're using those for greens.
Them Brussels sprouts is going to get the best of me.
No, we're just going to try again.
I've done fertilized them and watered them like every day, and they ain't giving me no Brussels sprouts.
We'll try again.
I'm going to chop all the leaves off of them and can them up, and then I'll give the rest of the plant to the chickens. And that's how I've been rolling with all these plants that ain't giving me nothing. I can up all the green leaves and stuff. Yeah. Rissa. Hey, Marissa. From Texas. Texas. What's up, girl? Y'all make it back home okay? Jessica said, I like crunchy cabbage.
Say that in sling.
I can't say much of nothing because everything is stopped up right now.
I like some crunchy cabbage.
You're so silly. Who else is out there? Lauren said she wanted some.
Kathleen.
Hey, Miss Kathleen.
My Alabama farm life.
I'm not crying, I promise. Okay, Lauren says she wants some bug bite and some comfrey. Yeah. Oh, cool. She said they're not going to Universal, they're going to the beach.
I just go to the beach too.
Oh, me.
Less running, less people. So Jessica like my sling blade.
I just got over being stopped up. I know whenever y'all come up here, y'all always get stopped up. I got stopped up after y'all left.
Then left it with you.
Marissa gave it to me. That's what it was. Marissa brought it up here to me. It is. Let's see. This came in from Resting Lord on my fruit. Oh, really?
Wait, that's good for that?
Huh. I'm not wasting my lard on some bugs, though.
Depends on how bad you want your trees. You want your orchard.
I worked hard on getting that lard. It only comes around once a year.
They may have an ample supply.
It might have. I don't. That's good to know, though.
Thank you, Ariel.
Gypsy moth. Huh. Hey, Ariel. I do not know where you're from, but I know you're from across the lake over yonder. Where are you from, Ariel? Because I've watched some of your lives, but I hadn't caught where you're actually from. Yeah, the comfrey is great on... Uh-oh, there's Kelly. Great for bug bites. But the bug bite I make uses plantain as well. And it is like you put it on there immediately and the itch is gone. Hey, Rooster Rescue. I promise I'm not crying. What kind of lard do you use for the comfrey? I don't use lard in my comfrey.
Yeah.
I use olive oil.
I'm trying to put some links for those channels that are coming in here visiting with us.
Okay.
Help show some support back to them.
I'm currently in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Woohoo! Yeah, I can tell you're not from Australia. You sound like you're British or something. Of course, I don't know. You know, America, y'all may say they all sound alike, and all y'all over there sound like to us. I don't know. I can't distinguish. No, Chrissy, I'm not crying because you're here, silly butt.
Oh, Chrissy's here.
I'm stopped up.
Maybe she's crying, Chrissy, because you took too long to come here.
I was wondering. Look. Where's the camera?
Right here.
Look at there. I love you too, girl. Yeah, Jessica, they were talking about putting lard on their fruit trees because of the caterpillars and moths. And then I was talking about comfrey salve. Me and Kathleen and Emma was talking about the comfrey salve being good for bug bites.
Comfrey salve is good for a lot of things.
Well, I'm glad you quit and come inside.
It's too hot to be shoveling goat. Mm-hmm.
Emoji. Insert emoji.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, me. You should have heard Cassie's little accent when we left.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. I bet that was funny. Oh, me. My accent going to be kind of thick tonight, and it's going to be thick all bouncing around in my head.
Love us if you didn't hear your accent. All right. Okay.
Cassie didn't have an accent.
No.
Comfrey's good on my poor sore hands and blisters. You got that right.
Yes, it is, Kathleen. We use it on everything. We can find a new usage because the kids come there and say, this hurts or that hurts, or I got a cut, and she'll say put comfrey on it.
Marissa said, want to come work for me?
Yeah, Chrissy. Chrissy, Marissa said you can come work for her.
Okay.
She's my Texan family that just come up here for a visit. She took vacation and come to Tennessee. How about that? Ain't that something? Trying to fix my tea.
She didn't have one until they left.
Well, I guess you should have stayed here a little bit longer.
She took the accent back with her.
Probably.
And left me the snots.
Chris said she's been using our salve on the burn on her leg.
Oh, good.
Except with the burn.
Good. Whoop, sorry. I just gave it to my, Steven's uncle.
Yes.
Just gave it to him because was he helping somebody?
I didn't hear the whole story.
I'm going to get it wrong, but anyway, I think he was helping somebody and something in the truck like blew up or something and it got all over his arm and all this right here is like raw. And he's been trying everything but to go to the doctor. And so I gave him some of the comfrey the other day, so he's fixing to have to start using it.
So they make it come up again in November.
Yeah, she said she's going to try to come up in Thanksgiving maybe. I think Mike said he was going to come up in Christmas.
Hey, Laura, glass cock. Apparently there's a bunch of lives going on today. We noticed that when we were getting on there.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Joker James, I'll hit you up on the side.
He is sporting his Cold Beer Ranch koozie is what he's doing.
Yeah, it's a koozie I got from the meetup.
That's another channel.
Cold Beer Ranch. It's another YouTube channel that we got.
They're in Texas. Yeah, they're from Texas. I'm drinking Bee Balm and Spearmint.
I'm not drinking that. I can tell you that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we were trying to pick a time where we could try to slip in here and not, overdo somebody else. And I love you too, Marissa. We'll see you later if you have to get back to work right now.
We'll still
No, Mahalu. Oh, did Mahalu come in?
No.
Is that Mahalu James? Oh, no. James Lewis. He's one of Steven's friends from Texas.
Yeah, that's not native James.
Yeah, that's James. James Lewis. We call him Mr. Uncle James because he's like Steven's brother.
From another mother? For real.
Yep. That's right. Just go live. It's, you don't know how long it's going to be, and you just keep talking.
Well, we don't know, and please start jumping out there and kind of see what's what.
Laura's born and bred Texan. How about that?
I lived in Texas a while.
I'm not. I'm born and bred from right here.
You never left.
I ain't never left. I moved across the river.
Poor thing. She one side of the interstate to the other. That's as far as she got.
Yeah, I crossed I-40.
Well, I know you're being funny, James.
Uh-oh. Chrissy's talking about you, Logan.
He said, I know. He said, I know.
I said, uh-oh.
Here. You like his new haircut? Look.
Oh, yeah. Chrissy and Cindy's new haircut.
I sent it to her, I think. I may have messaged her. Turn this way. Got it all shaved off.
He wanted a new look and cooler for the summer.
Yeah, I think I sent her a picture. I can't remember. I ain't talked to you in a while. You must have been busy, Chrissy, lately. I have.
Who ain't?
It's that time of year. Yeah. Well, I don't want to, overdo something.
I thought that.
Hey, look, come here.
You do.
Look, I can't make it curl like yours, Kelly.
She sit right up.
Oh, Lord, I just knocked something over.
Yeah, this is good Lord, you're just knocking everything down. Oh, that's Logan.
Yeah, he likes it. Yep. Yeah, he's got, whenever I first cut his hair, Kelly, I was like, I wonder if we could do the whole swoop and get the gel in it or something and poof it up and send you a picture of it. That's funny. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's our first time to actually sit down. We did some at the meetup, and then we did some lives on the way home, trying to get home. And we got hung in all that traffic.
Yeah. That was our very first live. We just got StreamYard that weekend and used hair powder. Is that kind of like dry shampoo? Because I was going to ask you how you make your hair stay like that.
She's that good.
Yeah.
That's what he asked you. Hair curls wise. We will not.
We don't even need to do that. Spritz it with water and just crunch it up, and he's good to go. He's got my curls. A hot mess curls is what it is. It's a hot mess.
The curls, not you.
Huh. It's them kind of curl. Okay. It's them kind of curls that you just can't do nothing with. Okay. Yeah, just message me.
Crazy? We is now you finna use that kind of hairdo. I know that thing. No.
Okay, yeah, Marissa, just message me where you want me to mail it to or whatever, and I'll send you the link for.
You got the movie, Kelly?
No, she said I think I have.
She's seen it.
Seen it, yeah.
She thought she had it. I would have to watch that later.
I'm sorry, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
She's talking about the movie.
Back in the day, I didn't really watch a whole lot of movies.
There's something about Mary's movie.
I know what it is.
I talking about that one part with the hairdo.
No, I hadn't seen it.
Okay, I'll describe that to you later. We won't talk about that.
I was very sheltered. I didn't watch. I didn't watch many movies. The only movies I went to go see was when Steven took me out in high school. And we watched everything because that was the only thing to do around here. She said that's why I have 10 kids. Okay, I can only imagine what y'all are talking about.
So if only there were wait, I could go a couple ways, Kelly. Did the hairdo is the hairdo the reason for the 10 kids, or the no TV the reason for the 10 kids?
That's good. I didn't catch that. Oh,
that's pretty cool either way. See, Ariel knows the parts.
Oh, she said that part was so fun. Okay, I'm going to have to go watch this. She said no TV.
Oh, no TV. Okay, Kelly. We'll go with that then.
Right.
That is a cost to make more kids.
See, I wonder, whenever we do lives, I always wonder, and I know you think it's too, Kelly, what the heck are we going to talk about on this live? But, Kelly shows up and Chrissy shows up and Ariel shows up. I mean, all y'all just started getting to talking to each other. And
Oh, Lord. So I'm 14 kids.
Yeah, and did you know that Joyce at Morris Patch of Heaven, did she say a while ago she had 9 kids? I think you was on there, Kelly. I think I seen you. Right? The first thing people ask, don't y'all have TV? To keep the kids busy or keep the mom and dad busy?
Keep the mom and dad busy.
Yeah, 9 kids. That is insane.
Yeah, Joyce and Jim.
Then it might get dirty. I know it. We got to keep this PG now. Emma's here and Logan's here. And all y'all's 9 and 10 kids running around.
Right. That would be funny, Kelly. That question would probably, you want to.
Don't y'all know what causes this? Yeah, we like practicing.
You just want to.
That's what he said. Oh, God.
That was the best part.
Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Yeah, and all yours. I don't know.
Really? You go away for a few weeks and you still get to hear it.
Yep.
Because now I borrowed my neighbors.
Need somebody to eat all this food we're growing? Need somebody to help milk the goats and chase the chickens?
Get the chickens out of the road.
Yeah.
Like her.
Get the chickens out of the road.
Kelly's out of the road.
Oh, my goodness. We try. It's very hard sitting here.
Not really.
Talking to, nobody really. We're just sitting here talking to ourselves and y'all are chiming in.
You're only going to have to go around later.
Lord, it'd have to be at midnight because these kids don't go to sleep around here.
3 a.m.
This one included. I would go to bed at 7, 8 o'clock, but Mr. Night Owl over here, Emma's like, what the heck?
Hey, Moon Sprouts.
Hey, Moon Sprouts. Oh, me.
That's funny.
Shoot, dog. Now what are we going to talk about?
Depends. You said it's hard to sit here and talk to the screen, but it's not like talking to the screen because a lot of these people we met at the meetup, like Kathleen at My Alabama Farm Life and Chrissy at Paragon Ridge.
Yep.
And Kelly and them at Rooster Rescue. I mean, yeah, we saw it there. But all these people we got to meet at that meetup in Pryor, so they're actually more friends than anything.
Yeah, see, Emma said she went to bed at 2 o'clock this morning and woke up at 2 this afternoon. See? Lordy mercy. Let's talk about your raised bed. Let's talk about yours that you're going to build pretty soon because you got all the stuff too. We'll tell off on you. Yeah, so, okay. Well, you want to talk about that for a second?
What are we talking about?
She says talk about your raised bed.
What about the raised bed?
All right. So, back in March, we decided we live in West Tennessee, down by Memphis. So we recently decided that we needed more growing space because we live in the city, but we live on the outskirts. We're like the last road on the city limits, okay? And so it's kind of like being 10 minutes from Walmart and right there is a field in our backyard kind of thing. You know, it's right on the edge. And so we needed more growing space because we have 3 8x16 beds that are all kind of stuck together. So it's just one long bed and it has some walkways through it. So I say 3 separate beds. And he's
under the
playing
table
with our feet. So I was like, okay, we need more growing space. So last year we built the center block beds and I got a video on that showing how to start a new bed. And then this year we decided, you know what? Our back deck one has rotten from a tree that we cut down right when we moved here. That was the first thing we did was cut this tree down because it stopped up all the cracks in our deck. It held water. It was just rotten into pieces. And then we were like, well, we don't really utilize it. You know, the back deck is what sold me on this house, really, other than the price.
Mine was a price.
It was a foreclosure. And so the deck was like, oh, my God, this is what I need in my life. You know, I need this deck. Well, long story short, it needed to either be replaced or what are you laughing at? Oh, I ain't studying Kelly right now. Anyways.
I'll come back to you, Kelly, because that's funny.
Anyways, okay, so we decided, well, we're either going to have to replace all the wood on top, or we're just going to kind of tear down what was bad. Hey, Fowler.
Hey, Paige back.
Yeah.
I'm not dancing tonight.
Welcome. So since, the prices are crazy right now, we was like, well, we can go ahead and just tear it down, like down to 75% or 20. We're going to tear 75% of it off down to about 25% of it left. And just do out the back door, kind of down the step kind of thing. And then we're going to build more raised beds. So we used the wood because it was a big square deck and it had a ramp down the side because at one point there was a handicapped child that lived here. And so we tore everything down except along the corner of the house, just the L-shaped deck. And we had steps going off both ends. And you'll have to go check out the steps on the deck because, hang on, sorry. I'll call you back. So you had to check out these steps. The steps I had to design because I couldn't get anybody to come build them for me. I couldn't pay somebody to come build these stupid stairs.
We tried.
I had all the wood and everything. I just needed somebody to come do it because I didn't have time to do it. Well, ended up I had to do it, or we had to do it ourselves. I designed it and I helped,
after work,
cut it and everything.
After everything else.
Yeah. So we had to fit in our schedule and get it all built. And then from there, we moved out to building some more raised beds. Well, the raised beds we used was part of the lumber from the deck. And then we had a family friend that had a whole bunch of tin that we got from him. And that was what lined the inside of the bed. And then the lumber was all the braces that come off the deck. So after doing all of this work, and y'all go and look at one of my last videos, and then there's others that go through and show it in detail. But we only bought, was it 1 or 2 boxes?
1, 2.
It was 2 boxes.
3. 2 for the bed, 1 for the deck, 2 2x4s.
Yeah, 2 big boxes of screws, 1 little box of screws, and then 2 2x4s to go along the railing because we didn't have any 2x4s. Everything else we cut down to make fit. Like if we had 2x6s, we cut them down, and then we used the little 2x2 portion that we cut off on something else. Be right back. Y'all keep on talking.
So we made use of all those pieces, whether it was the 2x6s we ripped down for the 2x4s and the little 2x2s. We used the 2x2s for braces across the stairs. So we didn't let anything go to waste. And then we cut all the decking down and used that to make the framing around the tin to help hold it together. But then again, the best part was it was all free. We didn't have to really let anything down or have to buy a whole lot. And go back up to Chrissy. I did meet you in Pryor. I had spoken to you a couple of times beforehand, but actually getting to meet in person to me is totally different. That kind of really helped set things for me and put names to faces and all that. All right, James, I know you got to work. We love you too, and we'll catch you around. And then Kelly. Nobody likes stopped up cracks. We'll just have to leave it at that and roll on. And welcome Farm HVAC and Fowler Family Farms. I did put y'all's links up. Trying to help put links up for the people that are stopping by to come see us during our live. Try to help everybody out. What are you doing? Okay, and Kelly said getting the lumber milled for our raised beds was the best thing we ever did. Yep. It's a heck of a lot cheaper. You can't hardly go buy anything anymore. Everything costs too much. Thank you, Kathleen. We had to work on those beds in our spare time, but it took a while. But we did finally get the beds done and the deck done. All of it took like 3 months, but we finally got it done. James, yeah, Moon Sprouts free is best. We try to go as I always like to say, free 95 is the best way to go. If you can get it free or, find it off the side of the road and repurpose it into something, whether it's at the dumpster. I took stuff to a dumpster one time and found a whole bunch of landscaping timber somebody had threw on the ground beside the dumpster, and they actually ended up being the same dimensions that we needed to build an additional 8 by 16 bed. So it made it a third bed for us. So that was huge. And we got that for free. All we got to do is haul it back home and set it up. I mean, the wood was, a little decayed and breaking down, but the majority of it was good. Yes, Chrissy, I already loved you, but you know that. You're welcome, Ariel. I know there's a lot of lives going around, so we're really appreciative for anyone that, that takes time to come by here, even for a little while, just chat, because that's how we get to know each other. And what? Oh, Kelly. We spent $100 milling lumber and got 10 with. Oh yeah, Kelly, you can't beat that. Or if you can find somebody that we've seen some people they're say you can have it as long as you come get it. Well, if you're willing to put in the time and effort to go tear it apart and take it home, that's all you need. Yeah, that investment will be huge and it'll pay off tenfold. Hey Kelly, what did you use to fill the beds with? I don't think I saw that video. Out of those beds that you made from that, what did you use as a filler? You give me another one while you're up, please.
Huh?
You give me another one while you're up, please.
What?
You give me another one while you're up, please.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. We got dirt delivered and mixed in potting soil and compost. Okay. I was wondering, in the door. Got dirt delivered and mixed in potting soil and compost. That's a good way to do it. Oh, Ricky came.
Hey, we know it ain't Brittany.
It could no. We know how that goes.
Can I sit down?
Move. Yes, I did. I hadn't got to see your trip to the raw land. Chrissy still messing with me. She said I already loved her and all that. I told her we met at there, and she gave me heck.
Hey.
And I already loved her. And then
You know something. Listen.
What?
Wait.
You can show them on the screen.
Okay.
Hey, we're still figuring it out.
How about that? Ain't that something?
I asked her. She said they paid a family $100 to have wood milled, and
yeah, I do.
They got 10 beds for $100 of getting somebody to mill it for them instead of going to Lowe's to buy the wood.
Shoot, yeah.
And then I asked her what she used as a filler, and she said they got dirt delivered and then mixed in the potting soil and compost. What kind of compost?
Where'd you get it from?
Well, I'm just kind of wondering. Like we use gin trash. That's our compost.
You won't be able to stick around for long. Why you killing more quail? Oh, doing homework. My bad.
Do what?
I was talking to Ricky.
Oh.
Oh, Jaws is your cousin, Laura.
I think they're talking about doing the next meetup in Texas, Laura.
Uh-oh.
That's what I've been hearing. Okay. No, we don't.
Go to Texas.
Oh, yes. If it's in Texas, we'll go.
I was just wondering because I hear a lot of people getting like compost and stuff delivered, and so you got to watch that. You don't know where it came from, like the composite of it.
What's actually in it too?
Yeah,
they could say one thing, but maybe not.
Yeah, I have seen where several people on YouTube had ordered compost, and it was either full of logs and limbs and didn't break down, or
they bought bags of compost.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, the ones I've seen, they were having like truckloads delivered, and it was rough. It was not what they bought. There's going to be a meetup in September 11th. It's the Heartlanders homesteading group on Facebook. A lot of them's from Kentucky and Tennessee, stuff like Missouri, I think maybe. And there's going to be a meetup in Kentucky. So not compost to get.
But you can go get the compost. It was already bagged.
Right. I got it already, right? And then I found out today that there's actually a group over outside of Bucksnort here in Tennessee. That's just across the river, Tennessee River, in Middle Tennessee. And they are doing a meetup. They're planning it for like the middle of October. And it's going to be in Middle Tennessee. So all of the homesteading, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, people, all of us can get together. So I'll be excited to do that too. So if y'all hear of anything, y'all make sure, y'all comment and say, hey, I heard about such and such. So we had 12 beds made with free wood from our utility trailer manufacturer. Then yeah. And then we filled we did the Hugo culture. They had mushroom compost, leaf compost, and sandy loam mix. Had to amend it twice with goat poop and hay. Shoot, yeah, you can grow anything once you start putting some animal poop on there. We filled our new beds that we just built. We filled them halfway up. We filled them halfway up with limbs and stuff that we had already that was breaking down pretty good because we had to scoop about half of it up in the wheelbarrow. Mm-hmm. And we filled them about halfway up because they are 26.5 inches deep. We just left the tin full. We wasn't about to start cutting that mess.
Well, we could. It would be a lot harder than had to cut them whole sheets.
Yeah. So we went the lazy route and just made them 26 inches high like the full sheet of tin was. We just cut it down once and threw them suckers together. Filled them about halfway up with the limbs and stuff, and then all the gin trash we went and got and put in them. See, I've heard that too. We bought some mushroom compost this year from a local guy. We were happy with it so far. I got mushrooms in my gin trash.
Yeah.
They're coming up everywhere. I wonder how far we'll be from a Tennessee meetup. I don't know.
It depends.
Where y'all going to be?
The one I think they're talking about is in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, it'll be.
It's a couple of hours. It's probably an hour and a half or so from us.
Their closest town was Bucksnort, and that's one of the big.
You went in the country, but you went to a town named Bucksnort.
They were right outside Bucksnort, but it's right off I-40, Interstate 40, at around exit 143, which is Loretta Lynn's ranch. It's going to be right in that area somewhere. They have not said where it's going to be held, but I believe it's going to be somewhere right around Bucksnort. I wonder how far.
Not butt smellers, Chrissy. Butt snort. I'll leave the cracks out of it. We live that earlier.
Yeah, Kelly and her stopped up cracks. Oh, Lord. Now, there is a Bucksnort, Tennessee. Anybody want to come on with us?
Anybody want to come on?
I don't know. Well, Mike can do that. I don't know how. Just post it. You can post it. Yeah, you can visit her ranch. Okay, there's a link right there. I don't know how they put it in the chat or whatever to be able to click on, but if you want to click on that and come on the screen with us, you can do that. But yeah, Loretta Lynn's ranch. Yeah, you can visit there, and there's actually like 2 or 3 different spots. You can go see her parents' house, the little anyways, You can go see the cabin that she was raised in, and then right across, like the little gravel driveway, is her big 2-story mansion. You can visit that, and then they have a bunch of little cabins that you can stay at. What's the thing in the back? What was back there? It was a pool and some kind of horse arena.
Yeah.
You can do trail rides. You can float the Buffalo River that comes through there, that little section of it. Yeah, it's a lot to do there at Loretta Lynn's. How long have we been on here? 42, 43 minutes?
41.
41 and a half minutes. That's not long.
It's not.
You know, like crazy.
Yeah, you can visit there. There's tons of stuff.
Yeah.
You have to check ahead of time because there's house tours, but there's only house tours on certain days.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to check ahead and make sure it's actually open that day when you go.
And they have stores there. That, of course, they have gift stores, and then they have an old, like, kind of like a general store, and it's got a lake, and it has one of the big water wheels on it where they used to grind the flour and stuff like that. And you can, oh Lord, students in the Star messing with stuff.
No, we're good.
So, and you can buy like the different jams and jellies local people make, and they would mill their own flour and cornmeal and stuff like that. You can buy all that stuff there at the general store too. What are you doing?
Hitting buttons.
Yes, horseback riding too. No one can laugh like Crazy Ed.
No.
That's crazy.
Like 8 hours.
No, he went 12 hours straight, and then he had to end the live,
Uh-huh.
and he waited, I think he said 5 or 10 minutes, and then he ran another like 5 hours.
Yeah, it was like 17, 18 hours that he went live.
Oh, Emma says horseback riding. So
Yeah.
thing back here you can do.
Yeah. Yes. It all depends on the people that are there, as long as it was 16 and a half hours. Yeah.
And so that was people coming and going in and out of the shot.
He just
He
set his phone
camera
up, and people just walk by and talk to whoever's on there. I think the Rusty Pepper was on there like the whole entire time. Get your lunch on. Shoot, we finna go to bed.
Go to bed. We're not going to bed yet.
See, I'm ready to go to bed, and he'll stay up to midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Ariel. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Ariel.
Will you quit playing with stuff? You're going to be done hung up on these folks.
Hang up on these folks. Wouldn't do that.
Anybody else hate technology like I do?
I'm up to 1 or 2 every day. Oh, see?
I bet. Trying to wrangle all them darn kids.
Does it take that long to get them on the bed?
I couldn't imagine.
About to eat dinner.
Oh,
then that makes sense.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, me and Emma are both outside, and either me or Emma, mostly Emma, will cook supper. And, see, he's the night owl. I don't. I would go to bed early, and I would sleep all morning. I'm the sleeper.
I would drag half the day and be just tired, and then when it starts getting dark outside, like now, it's 8 something.
He's ready to go watch a movie.
Hey, let's go sit down and go watch TV. Let's go over to the store.
That's another 2 or 3 hours.
Let's go around and do this. She's like, really? I'm ready to go to bed. They sleep till 9 or 10. Oh, that's different.
Well, see, now, yeah, I would. If I didn't have to get up and clock in, I'd get up at 6:54 and clock in at 7 o'clock. Yeah, I would. But
yes.
I would love for the kids to homeschool and, whatever. So we didn't have to get up at 6 o'clock and take them. Because we have to drive 30 minutes, or Stephen does. He drives 30 minutes to take them to school in another county.
No, when I was going there,
Yeah.
Laura.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we were watching Ed and Gail earlier.
I was watching Gail's earlier, and then she was talking about having somebody, a special guest, come by or whatever, and then she said, well, they're not here, they're going to go. And then towards the end, then Ed come on, so I was like, I bet you it's Ed. It was just kind of weird. And turned out she cut the live, and then Ed went live, and it was actually him, so that was kind of funny. So just by chance, he happened to be there, close to her, making a delivery. What are you looking for?
I told him to get me a pencil and a piece of paper. Okay, if you're watching and you haven't commented, please make sure you comment at least one time. Let me know you're in here because I can't just see who all's in here.
We see 10 people here, though.
You like to sleep too much.
I understand, Kelly.
Mine say that until they, like Emma, I'm going to bust her out. She likes to sleep. She's my sleeper. And I need a piece of paper. Okay. She's my sleeper. And
Preston was pretty good at sleeping, too.
Yeah, he is. Emma says she ain't homeschooling.
I don't know. Emma tried.
She's my social butterfly. She will get her butt out of bed to go to school to be around her friends. All right, Ariel. We'll see you later, baby.
Thank you again, Ariel, for coming.
I'm still going to write your name down.
Yeah, you can. As we get closer and closer to our 1,000 subs, we're going to be working on some ideas for giveaways because we've already got our watch hours. Our things will be trying to finish getting subscribers because we finally broke 600 today. So we're at 601.
601. Lord, you can have a piece of paper faster than he can. Okay.
So if we can hit our subscribers, we already have our watch time. We'll be monetized at drop of a hat. It's Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
Yay, Bland's.
I was talking to you earlier on Facebook on the
What was that?
Heartland, huh?
What was that?
That cracked slaw.
Oh, the cracked slaw.
Yeah, the cracked slaw.
I made that tonight. I was like, oh, that looks really good. I gotta make that. But yeah, that's exactly the same thing as I put in my egg roll, except we instead of using the soy sauce or the liquid aminos, we put in hoisin sauce.
That's exactly what we had for supper. Just from watching the video, I called her in there to watch the video because we were talking about it being similar, and she sat down and watched it, and she's like, "Oh yeah,
Suzanne, you're still here! Yay!"
Thank you, Ariel. We appreciate it. She's gonna give us a shout out Wednesday.
Cool.
On her live.
All right, then we got.
I gotta watch that side chat.
R&R, Paragon.
Yeah, right.
See, my alarm that I set. Emma, I'm not writing your name down. I know you was in here. What are you doing?
It's not me. It's scrolling down from where you got to stop.
I'm doing it, honey.
Oh,
I'm doing it. I'm scrolling back up.
4 people touch the screen.
HVAC.
Kelly says they're having, I'll see. Monica said they made the cracked slaw last night.
Oh.
And then we had our version that's similar, very similar, just changed a couple sauces tonight. And then I had to go to this other one then. Okay. I got no strength in here. I'll figure it out. Kelly said they're having roasted sweet potatoes and black beans over rice. That sounds good. You got any sauce on that, Kelly?
No.
Oh, Mary's Ranch.
Marianne here.
Yeah, she said, want to say hello, but I'm going to crash for the night. I know I'll get a good night's sleep tonight.
You bet. You'll be in your own bed tonight.
I'm glad you're home, Mary. Hope everything gets cleared up for you and you get to feeling a whole lot better. Yeah, Kelly, send us that recipe. We'll try that out and we can try to record it and then we'll give you the shout out on it.
Are you making me another video?
Yeah. No, Kelly made you another video.
Well, if Kelly says it's okay that I make her video.
Yeah.
Where's that other one that we had from? Oh, Marissa was in here.
Oh, Farmer to HVACs want some. We might have to try to figure something out.
Something.
I don't know. He wants some of something, so I'm guessing he's talking about the potatoes. Black beans and rice.
Some something. That would be karabi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if y'all watch
he said it needs some something in it.
She said, well, how is it? I said, it's good. It needs, she said, does it need something? Yeah, it needs something. It was pretty bland tasting, and it tasted straight up like a radish.
Where's the one from Ontario?
Which one? That was,
oh my God, I went blank.
That's at the very beginning. Yeah.
I was at the very beginning.
No, it doesn't go all the way back.
Oh, shoot. Somebody remember who that was from Ontario. If you're still on here, please comment. I need to write your name down.
It wasn't Suzanne Reese. It was,
No, it wasn't Suzanne. It was a guy's name. Started with a J.
James.
No.
Oh, hang on. I looked him up. I just have to go backwards.
Y'all stick around if you're on here. I ain't telling you.
There's Chrissy.
I ain't telling you. Yeah, I got everybody else.
It may or may not be good, Kelly. You may have to wait and figure that out. There's Reese to Rescue. There's Ariel. There's Kathleen. Hidden Spring Farm.
Oh, yeah, that was in here. Okay.
Nice puppy.
They're the ones from Ontario.
If you're in here and I'm nervous. It wasn't James from Ontario. It started with a J. Was it like Jordan?
It's him. That's who it is. It's Hidden Spring. Is there another one?
No, that's Chad.
That's Chad.
It was a guy's name. If you're in here, comment, because I want to write your name down.
Yeah, founded by Chad and Remy.
No, it started with a J.
Oh, that's the only one I looked up.
Well, are you choosing a babysitter?
Would you notice one or two more, Kelly?
But just I only got one for the next 3 weeks.
Yay.
Emma's not here, and Preston is going to be working. I have a kitten sleeping on my arm right now. Aww.
I'm sorry. What if the arm goes to sleep?
You don't want to wake the baby.
Oh, you awake that baby. We'll have to go back and
What
get
time is it?
at that first
Okay.
one.
We have a missed call.
I wouldn't even notice a few extras.
Nope. Oh, I just seen where you texted me, Chrissy. Yes, and I've watched that video. I do watch her stuff. Where is? Give me just a second, okay? Let's see. Let's go pretty.
Just do it on here. Then you just turn the screen towards it.
I can do it on here.
Okay.
If you're in here and you haven't commented, please comment.
You can switch some moments.
I want to get 7 more minutes. How do I put things on? Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's a game. I don't want to do that.
She'll figure it out eventually.
It's one of those stupid games. Okay, so since we hit 600, I'll do a giveaway.
It's a surprise.
We don't know.
Except Emma. She lives here. She's kind of out.
Yeah, Emma, your name ain't on here. Sorry. Mama, are you still on here?
I don't think so. Because you got Emma, you got Kelly, you got Kathleen.
If you're on
Chrissy,
here, and there's 8 people in here.
6, 7. I don't think so. I don't think your mom knows like someone there.
Okay.
Yeah, she's acting like she's doing something, Kathleen, but she's really going to play her game.
Whatever.
It's super important.
You're so silly. Okay, y'all keep talking now.
They're leaving. You said something about doing something. They're all left. Yeah, they're down to 6 now.
Oh, well, I guess I'll get the prize. Suzanne, I am going to put you on here. And I know that you are in Canada. We will figure something out for you. And Ariel, I know she's gone. I'm going to go ahead and put her name on here too.
Chris said she'd take Logan for 3 weeks.
Okay.
He's come back down there too.
Right. Laura's here. She said she's still here.
Yep, I got you, girl.
Yeah, whatever it is, the ones from the Canada, we'll work something out. I'm maybe going to later on try to do these shirts and do it, even if I got to get them here and then pay the postage to get them to Canada, whoever ends up winning those giveaways. There's a makeup mom and son. Hey, makeup mom and son. I'm going to put the top screen. We'll help share links for everybody that's the channels that's been coming by. So Makeup Mama comes at 572
let me put her on
people. Oh, don't do it yet.
I'm not gonna do it yet. Makeup Mom.
The game is we're gonna do a giveaway, HVAC. You know what? If you had that many, Kelly, I don't even think I would count them. I think it would just be the heck with it. Which pile are we working on today?
That's what I used to do. Is I would just do laundry and I just pile it all up on the couch and we just live off the couch. You know, whatever clothes are on there.
No, that was before me. No,
I don't do laundry now.
She cooks. I do laundry. That is a fair split.
I also cook too.
He does.
Yeah. So that's a fair trade. My clothes ain't all wrinkled and I get to eat. So that's a win-win for everybody.
If you come in, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Also, comment. I've got to know you're in here.
Kelly said then there's 87 dogs sleeping in it.
Oh, Lord.
Now, Laura is really loving catching all these funny laughs tonight. It's been Ed and, Gail's and Ed's and here.
We got 2 more minutes and I'm going to do the wheel of names.
Couch laundry.
Yeah. Make sure you comment if you're in here.
You got to keep up with which one's which. I think you could go longer. I think you could go longer.
Go longer?
Well, most of the lives will be ending, so you'll be getting more people coming in.
Well, they may not want to be.
So do 2 drawings there.
Okay, we'll do one at 9 and one at 9:15. How
really,
late do you
she's
think
really
I'm staying
not
up?
trying to work with me on this.
I agree with that.
Moon Sprouts, what is your name?
I think Kelly was talking about the 87 dogs. Would you try to figure out where the dogs are, or are you counting them before you fold laundry? So you try to figure out which pile they're in. And Kathleen was talking about she remembered couch laundry. There's a time when you just got to dump it and get what you got to go, and I get that, but I couldn't stand it just being there all the time.
We got to finish this.
Couldn't do it.
Okay, I think. Stop. Dismiss. Okay.
Thank you, Makeup Mom and Son, hitting that thumbs up on the way in. We're trying to do more and more as we get a chance. We kind of have to figure out what works best for us.
Got 2 minutes.
And then.
Yeah, we kind of split ours up. Like, I do most of the gardening, but they help me do the maintenance and the harvesting and stuff. And he does the laundry. Emma does the dishes. Me and Emma share cooking.
I do too.
We clean up the kitchen.
Sprout says her husband does laundry too. See?
Logan keeps the TV hot.
Anything you can split to make it easier.
Yeah, I can't stand it either, but
it's a 12-person job. Just be what takes the whole. It does.
It would have to.
Before we bought this house, we had a discussion because we were in a very small house, and
we went from like 1,300 square feet to almost 3,000 square feet.
And we went like from a half acre ish. I don't think it was a whole acre, but we were to this.
We have more backyard than what we got here.
An acre, but we don't have front.
I don't think you say.
Anyway, but we had a discussion. If we move, there's going to be more work and more upkeep, more of this. And all the kids were like, yeah, sounds great. Until we got here. And then after a couple of years, then everybody's like fussing about it. They were over it then.
I'm starting to do this.
Is that good or bad that Chrissy's Googling something? That's kind of scary.
What are you Googling?
What are you Googling?
That's scary, really. That's scary.
That's just, yeah.
I don't want to ask them.
It can be about anything.
Her name is Iris. I think they're pretty.
Iris.
Wait.
I remember that.
We're purging currently. Yes, I know.
Can't live in clutter. Oh, my goodness.
I can't stand it either, but, living in this house.
She's gotten better. She was the let's keep everything because we might need it kind of person.
I'm the what if kind of person.
I'm the if we ain't going to use it, get rid of it because it's in my way. So get rid of it.
It's just a secret name.
I have a cherry, a pile of laundry, and yeah, I can see that.
I got your name wrote down.
You can't see it. It's blank. Don't let her fool you. She's showing
I
you
got
wrong.
your name wrote down.
She's gonna show you a blank paper.
See, I got it. Yeah, I was watching some of your purging videos you did last week.
I'm still laughing
Yeah.
about them jumping in the pool.
Imagine paper
I
is
see that one.
edible.
I stayed on there waiting on him to jump in the pool.
Yeah. Now he's 8, so he has been doing some of the dishes, like putting away the silverware and stuff like that, and he helps fold some of his own clothes. And
mowing.
he does mow with supervision. We have push mowers because we don't have a whole lot of land. And so Daddy does the big mower, and then Logan gets the little mower, and then either me or Emma, usually watching. Mostly Emma, because I'll be in here cooking supper while they're out there mowing.
She does that.
Cut the grass today.
No, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
This was too important.
Squirrel.
Hey, she was pointing at me with a pencil. I was afraid I was going to get jabbed.
And yeah, my clutter kid is Emma. And give me that pencil back.
See, he don't get stabbed either.
Yeah. I would become a minimalist. I can't even say it right now. My nose is so stuffed up. But I tell you what, I got too much canning crap and sewing crap. Because I sew for the public and do alterations and stuff. And I have like almost a whole room of nothing dedicated to sewing stuff. Shut up.
All I can do is sigh.
And, well, I mean, I need it, or I'm eventually going to need it, because somebody's going to call me and say, hey, can you make something? I want it to be something like this, that, and the other. And you may not be able to find the fabric or whatever, but I've got a crap ton of fabric, and people call me all the time. I've got like a van load of this, or I've got bags of this or that. Do you want it? And I take it, because fabrics and sewing stuff is expensive. And she's like, yeah, I believe that, Kelly. I would own nothing if I could. And my son is 9, so I need him to do more chores. Sure, he can do more chores.
Yes.
He vacuums and sweeps and dusts. He puts the silverware up, everything except the knives. And then they all clean their own room. That's the first thing when they come in. They clean their room, get everything picked up, whatever. Emma does her own laundry because she thought that we needed to rewash clean clothes all the time. That was already folded up and in the hamper, and she didn't want to put it up. And I'm telling off on you, Emma, if you used to live here. And so she didn't want to put her clothes up and kept putting them in the basket for us to send back down to rewash. And we found folded up clothes in the hamper. And so she started washing her own laundry. So if she don't want to do laundry, she better put her clothes up and not have them in the dirty laundry. So
it's on her now.
So she does all of her own laundry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9:05. We got to do one.
Why don't you wait 10 more minutes?
Anybody new in here? We got 10 people. I need to know names.
So do it. So go ahead and do it for everybody. Unless somebody chimes in right now while you're getting it ready. And then we'll see if anybody else new comes in. Okay. Then we'll do that.
Okay, we'll do one right now. We'll write down 9:05. Okay. So this is everybody that has been in here that made a comment. Since we hit our 600 subscribers, I'm going to do just a little giveaway, and it'll be one of our products. I'll list them, or I'll send you an email. If you've got an email on your page or on your channel name or whatever, under the About tab, you should have your email there. I'll send you a list of the items that I currently have available, and you can let me know what you want. Now, for the people, it was Suzanne and Hidden Spring Farm. If anybody else, if you are outside of the United States, when I email you, let me know that you're outside of the United States, and I will send you something else in a replacement of, the small gift. So everybody that's been in here that has made a comment, I have down, and we're going to do the Wheel of Names. I've got everybody's name on here. Well, I didn't know how to do all that. So we'll have to do that. You can work on that next time. I don't do tech. Casey don't do tech. Okay, so, all right, let's go. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Who we got? Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Mr. Uncle James. Okay, well, I'm going to take him off and I'm going to let him know. He's from Texas. And I don't think he has any of our products yet.
No.
I don't think he's tried anything. So you can text him. You can text him and let him know. We're going to wait. Till 9:15, 9:20-ish. Anybody that comes in, make sure that you are commenting.
That's a lot of people in Texas.
Okay. It is. Yeah, so we'll do one more drawing. So if anybody new is coming in, make sure that you you comment so I can write your name down.
Yep. Ooh, that's a good idea.
What? Move the cursor.
Kelly said if you haven't used it in 17 days, trash it. Man, that's like the clothes in the closet. You use them in a certain order, and you hadn't worn it in a certain amount of time, you get rid of it.
There's two different ways you can do that. Some like the clothes in the closet kind of thing. Now, I swap mine out seasonally. And hey, Robertson Belly Acres, I'm gonna write you down. We're doing a drawing, okay? Since we hit our 600, I didn't tell nobody because I didn't want nobody to come in here that, was just coming in to get something. I don't do my announcements and my giveaways. So
we try to do that with
that's just me.
With a lot of our stuff. We did that one early on, and it ended up being a T-shirt, and it was one of our early designs. And there's just a handful of people, like 3 people, was the only ones that commented on our video.
That's
so if they didn't watch the video, they didn't know that there was a giveaway inside the video.
Robertson's. How y'all been? What happened to y'all's live earlier?
I tried to go on there for y'all's live, and
thank you, Iris. If you win the next time, I will get with you, okay? Make sure your email's under your About tab. Okay, no. Okay.
All right, hang on. So Moon Sprat's got to go.
Yeah, I told her bye.
Okay.
No, I am not OCD. I swap wardrobe because I have so many freaking clothes. I have 4 of those large, extra large tubs. I have one summer, 2 winter, and then one that's kind of, I found this here, I'm just going to throw it in there kind of thing. So I have to take it out every time. It's like a spring fall collection. And so, so I have to do
magazine.
My collection. So I have a summer wardrobe and a winter wardrobe because here it's one extreme or the other. In the spring fall kind of stuff is what kind of overlaps, in that seasonal change kind of thing. And and anyway, so back to the whole, if you don't wear it within a year, you're supposed to get rid of it kind of thing. Now, people do it like you can either put all your clothes up and then start from the left to the right or right to left, and anything you don't wear, then you have to get rid of or whatever. Or some people will actually put them on like the hangers on backwards like this, and then as they wear them, they'll turn them around. But don't do that, because if there was ever a fire and you had to hurry up and grab clothes, if you go in there and squish them all together and pick them up and you've got hangers that are backwards, that will make you lose your whole entire wardrobe. So make sure that you have all your hangers turning the same way so you can go in there and grab your clothes and pick them up all at once to get them off. What are you laughing at?
If there was a fire, I ain't grabbing the dang clothes. I'm going to grab a couple of things.
You better cover your little naked butt up.
I'll get some night clothes, some shorts, some T-shirts. I'm good to go. I ain't stuffing stuff in the closet.
Oh, my God.
Clothes would not be what I would be grabbing.
Whatever.
I grab a kid.
Right?
Yeah, we're doing a drawing.
Yeah, we just don't even.
Trying to get caught up. Oh, an RV. I live in an RV. That would make for very cramped. If it's short term.
Just
buy one that can expand. Duh.
Why didn't you just take it from him? You need to upgrade models and get a bigger one. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, well, a helicopter connected to it.
Robertson's. Okay, which one is it? Is it Rusty or Rachel? I don't know who I'm talking to. You scheduled a live and then couldn't get back into it, so they had to make another live. But neither one of them had anything on it that we saw.
Yeah, I went in and it was like blank. It said there were 3 people
Maybe
waiting.
It hadn't uploaded or something. I don't know.
It was like 30 or 45 minutes later, like after the start time.
Now, in our last house, we had one big closet and one little broom closet that was like literally this big. And so, you're right, Kathleen. That's my mom and dad's. But he had the broom closet, and then I had the big closet.
It was a broom closet. Like, for real, it was
literally.
It was maybe from the side over here behind Logan, this piece, to like maybe right here. And that was the extent of my whole closet for every piece of clothes I had.
Yeah.
So you talking about having to make do? I had to make do. You only had what you had to do.
Yeah, we have hunting wardrobe too. Yeah, I've done it. Does it bring you joy and telling it goodbye and thanking it and all that mess? I've seen that too.
I like Kelly's. Summer naked, winter don't leave the house.
Yep, I agree.
Nope.
It's Rachel.
Oh, it's both of us. She said it was both of us.
No.
Hang on, I skipped something. Man, your cursor like jumps 20.
Wasn't me. It was you.
I can't do it with my left hand.
That's what it was.
Yep. It's 10:10 p.m. here. Woo, girl. Well, it was 9:10 here, so if you win, I will let you know.
Good night, Suzanne.
Yeah, we lived in an RV. It was me and my mom and dad. Now, I was like 6, granted. We lived in a camper. It wasn't even an RV. It was a camper. We were building the house that I grew up in most of my life, and it's where they are now. And, yeah, my sister went and lived with her best friend. She wasn't going to stay in there with us. She was like, peace out, holler. Let me know when my room's ready. Right, I figured it was Rachel, Chrissy. I'm the only one typing. Well, hey, Rusty, y'all sitting on the couch watching us.
No dancing this time.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would like to get a tiny house and live as cheap as possible, but I have a garden and I have canning crap.
So we need
I have sewing crap.
No.
There's too much to pack in a tiny house.
Okay, no, wait.
I'm going to need a canning shed and a sewing shed. And I'm going to have like all these little random sheds sitting around my tiny house for each little room that I need. So why the heck even do a tiny house?
Because you don't have to worry about everything else.
My she shed is
You're saying that 10 times fast.
We need someone on the...
Yeah, my she shed.
I tried to bring somebody home. It didn't work.
Chickens bring me joy. That's why I don't purge them, right?
We don't either. Right. We got some that are starting to fight, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, now look. All of our chickens we got at the same time, a couple weeks off, but we've got one batch in the tractor, one batch in a run, okay? So they are with the chickens that we bought them with. Now, back a few months ago, we had one that got sick. And they pecked at her, and we knew she was sick, and we tried to fix her. We babied her, brought her inside, and all that. Well, needless to say, after, a couple months, she didn't make it, okay? Now, this chicken's sister is now getting picked on, and this just started happening. Now, the other one passed 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago.
2 months ago.
Probably 2 months ago.
Yeah. I wasn't knowing it.
And just this week, the chickens have started pecking at her sister. They've been together since they were chicks. We bought them all together.
Yeah, nobody knew. Nobody's been introduced out of the blue.
Yeah, and we don't know why. She's not sick. There's nothing wrong with her. They, literally, we saw one chicken put her foot on her back and held her down. This chicken was all squatted down on the ground. She had her foot on her back holding her down while another chicken come over there and was pecking on her head. Now, they have not brought blood. They're just picking at her feathers right here on her head, and they won't let her out of the coop. She'll come up out of the coop and dart across the run to get to the other side before they come get her. And then once they find out that she's out, they will attack her, hold her down, and then they'll go back. She'll run back in the coop and go get back on the roost. Why are they doing that? Because I know now whenever they get sick, they will kind of weed out the weak ones. They do that, and I get it. But I don't know why they're doing that to her. And I'm I'm not taking her out. unless, it comes to that point where it's life or death kind of thing. But I just don't know what else to do. I don't know how to handle it. I'm kind of like, they're chickens. Let them,
we can't be out there all the time, and we know that. I mean, if we're during the day, we're going doing this or doing that. We're not there to babysit them, but
it's just these two chickens that were sisters. Because I intentionally got 2 chickens of all the breeds that we got. We got like 8 different breeds. And so I got 2 chickens of every breed. So they would like have a familiar sister, if you will. And it's just those chickens. And I don't know why they're picking on them.
Probably because it's not their color.
But there are black ones out there.
yeah,
I don't know.
Grizzlies are mostly black.
Yeah, but she has color.
And we don't have any roosters. We're in the city, so we can't have a rooster. So it's just a hen thing. And I'm wondering if they're bored.
They wanted to do something.
It's all of them attacking this one chicken.
Yeah.
It's like she done pissed them all off. I don't know what she done. But, I mean, and there wasn't anything that, like I said, she wasn't bleeding. She's not sick. There's nothing that would introduce them to pecking her off. They're not pecking her off or anything. I don't know. Yeah.
Dang.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
What?
She bought
has
some of
them
these
Polish
chicks,
ones.
and then one killed the other. They were sisters.
I don't know. We were talking about putting her in a little cage or whatever, but I'm like, if it's a pecking order kind of thing, I don't want to separate her, because I noticed last time when we took her sister out and then introduced her back in, they attacked her more.
Yeah.
Because
They did say,
I don't
let her
know.
try to get better, and she did get better for a while, but then she
Yeah, we had to bring her in the house for like 3 weeks because she was bad.
like Smokey whenever he broke
broke a leg, broke a hip. That's different.
Yeah.
This one, there's no physical problems with the chicken.
Yeah. Y'all got any ideas on why she's doing or why they're picking on this one particular thing?
It's going.
That should be a good video. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I didn't think about that.
What?
Take Grizzly out.
Some say to separate the bully, and then it resets the pecking order.
Because, see, we always thought Chipmunk was the head hen. And it swapped around. It has swapped around. But Chipmunk's not in on this group.
No. I mean, they all join once she's held down, though.
And there is one that protects her. Like, whenever she darts back into the coop, we have a chicken named Pint, and she's the littlest chicken we've got.
Yeah.
She runs up to the door and, like, stands there and protects her. So, I mean, she's got one that's got her back. And it's kind of weird. But, yeah, I didn't think about that. We might can take Grizzly out for a little bit. Beauty can kiss my butt. My grandparents had chickens when I was. I can't read now.
I had that up before this.
Taking my shoes kind of freak me out. Now Emma, she goes out there barefooted, and they like her little wormy toes. Yep, and almost can sense if something is different. See, that's what I thought too, and I don't know.
We may try taking the aggressor out.
Yeah. We might take.
What the heck is that?
What is it? Yeah, it's medicine stuff to put on there.
So I don't see the red.
Yeah, and see, whenever they're bleeding or whatever, I take them out and put them in a cage right beside the pen, and I put the comfrey salve that I make on there, and it heals them up. Make chicken soup. Not yet. These are pets. Wait a minute. These are pets now.
The first one that got sick, when she started getting sick, he was like, "Well, I need her." Well, we don't know what all's wrong with her.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if there's something sickly wrong with the first one. That did die.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't want to eat that. But she had the first one. She ended up having a impacted crop. it simultaneously happened when I gave them some sourdough. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was what was wrong with her. I'm like, she's done started growing yeast or whatever, and we was having to make this chicken throw up, and it was just
That's
disgusting.
the video right there.
That was disgusting. And I mean, like, handfuls at a time. It was so gross.
I didn't know you could make it. You looked it up. She's like, we gotta make her throw up. I was like, how do you do that? You had to hold them upside down, and then somebody's pushing the crop to help it go
like
down and just come straight out. And there is no gag reflex. It just like it's like a straight dump.
Yeah, so that was pretty nasty.
It's like a booger coming out of nose.
Okay, if you have rocket boogers coming out your nose, there is no stream.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Oh, gosh.
Anywho, so these are the first pets that Logan has had, okay? So these are our girls. We have to take care of them.
And
they're not going to the vet, but I will do what I can do.
The reason why I ran out of the room was because whenever she died on the way back from school from one of Emma's tennis games, Daddy told me.
Thank you, Laura.
And I was like, really? And then we got home and I was like, she can't. And I was like, where is she? And she was under an ice cream box. And I'm like, can I look? And they were like,
I put her in a box and took her outside. But I didn't want to dispose of her yet. That was going to be something that we all did so that, the kids could learn and see and all that. And so then we went back there and we buried her and we took her out of the box. Logan wanted to take her out of the box and let her decompose naturally into the earth instead of breaking the box down and the chicken too. So we just let her go back to the dirt naturally. And she's all good. But yeah, that may be an idea. I think we're going to take
Grizzly.
We're going to take Grizzly out and see if that don't change.
That's all. They all have names.
Yeah, they're all named.
except for in the tractor.
We have 6 leghorns. They are not named. They are all white. They are all identical.
I say call them whiteys.
They're just our white girls. Okay, so anybody else come in other than the Robertsons? I got them down. I will, Rachel. Yeah. I may do a little video on something like that.
My question is, how do you get people to go on screen with you?
We're going to work on that.
I do not know. We have to invite people or share maybe or something. I don't know. Does anybody want to come
share
up?
your screen.
Oh, does anybody want to come up? What was that? Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Hey, LJ. Yeah, I seen
Minnesota.
you. I seen you on another live the other night. I'm gonna write your name down and put you on our thingy jiggy here.
Send this link to your gifts.
That's okay. We may do that later.
You're welcome, Robertson Belly Acres.
Northern Minnesota.
We've been trying to share the links for the channels that are coming by and visiting us tonight.
We are in West Tennessee, over here by Memphis.
Told you more people start coming in.
Out here by Memphis. And I didn't put it in the title, LJ, but I wrote your name down. Oh, time for exploring. Hey. This is our first sit down and talk live, other than driving back from the meetup. So welcome. Yeah.
Laura says she subscribed but didn't get the live notifications. Did you click on the bell and set it to all, Laura? Because that'll make sure you get all notifications.
And we can't do the community thing yet.
Yeah, we can't. We don't have enough subscribers yet to do a community.
I don't know.
The only other thing is,
yes, it is.
If you can follow us on Facebook, we have a Boots and Bounty Homestead Facebook page. And if we're going to do a live, we'll put
Instagram.
it in Instagram, but we'll post it on the Facebook and on our page, and then everybody can see it and, kind of a heads up on when we're going to plan on going.
So I wrote your name down, and I'm just going to write you down, time for exploring, because we hit our 600 subscribers, and I didn't do a whole announcing that we're doing a giveaway kind of thing. Because I didn't just want people, to come in and take part of just that. I want, the true, honest people to come by. If you know what I mean. I just don't like announcing, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, and that be the only live that person ever comes to, I want people to stop by that really want to.
Thank you, Robertson. It's been we've jumped a lot, and then we kind of slowed down a little bit, but we figured out we got.
Where's that?
Huh?
Oh, there it is. Okay, you're a little faster over there than I am.
We don't want to fall out of the logarithm, but if you don't put out videos, then you kind of get knocked out. We went through a period where we were doing like one video a week, and we just it's like we disappeared.
That only lasted like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and
we gained zero. We didn't make anything before, and that was before the meetup. But so we figured out about how many we need to do.
That's fine, Laura. Yeah, we do Facebook and Instagram. And the Instagram it's our name, but they have underscores between the letters, so it's Boots _ Bounty _ Homestead.
Well, Tim, if you end up in Kentucky, you wouldn't be too far from us. Depending on which end of Kentucky you end up on.
Yeah, if you're on the west side of Kentucky, you're only about a little over an hour from us. It's pretty up there. Yeah, time for exploring. His name is Tim.
More ways to cook the karabi. Makeup Mom and stuff. We do have one more video already filmed on the karabi.
Yeah.
And where we've kind of pushed it back because we had to get the bed videos done and the garden tours done, the kids project videos posted because they were mentioned in the tours. So we kind of had to push everything back a little bit, but we already have that one recorded, and then we're going to work on some more uses for that karabi. That was a very interesting vegetable.
The next one I have out is, if Marissa was in here, she would tell you about the karabi. Oh. Marissa was actually here. She was here earlier in the chat, but she was actually visiting from Texas. She was up here when I made that video, and she was like standing beside me when I was making that video. And her and the kids got to try it while they were here.
That's what she was asking about.
Yeah. Ooh. And I also made slaw. I just shredded it up like cabbage and carrots, and added it in with the cabbage and carrots and kohlrabi. And I do a little bit of vinegar and about a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then some mayonnaise just to hold it all together. And that's how I make mine. And let's see. Robertson's
to make a video every day. Holy smokes.
Now we do close to 5 a week.
Okay, is that make one every day or post one every day? Because sometimes we'll go.
No, they put out a video every day.
Oh, put out a video. Oh my gosh.
Like 7 days a week or Monday through Friday.
You busy business week?
Is that every day or But yeah,
LJ, do you have a hobby farm? We have 1 acre.
I don't even think we have 1 acre.
They told us it's an acre, but between our house and then the garden.
Our house takes up most of it.
Our house is more in the middle. And then we have beds on one side of the house, and we got chickens, and we got more gardens, and then a garage and a shed. That's pretty much all of our yard. So there's not a whole lot that we have to mow in the back, which I asked her early on when we started doing these gardens, how much more she was going to go, because every year she was expanding, making another bed. I need this. So we would do that, and we would make it happen. But I asked her, I said, well, how much more do you need? She said, well, how much do you want to mow? I said, well, that depends. I don't want you to go in the front yard, but we can do everything else.
I watch Miss Lori too. And they are right across the river from us, though. They're about an hour and a half from us. And I talk to her every now and then via email. I tried to get her to give me her sink when she just redid her kitchen, but she already gave it to one of her other friends before I asked. And I was like, dadgummit. She said, I sure want to give it to you too.
So they do 3 videos a day. Try not to post 3 videos in a day.
Right. Sitting there going live all in the middle of the afternoon.
Gardening videos.
Well, thank you, Struggle and Strive.
We do that. We try to do the mix of the gardening and bringing everybody along to watch us do the work. We don't explain it as much because more of it is daily chores and stuff we just do. Go out and,
Well, like the cabbage one, I needed to harvest a cabbage, and I'm like, well, somebody may not know how to harvest a cabbage. How do they know when it's ready? And there was one thing I left out of the cabbage video is how you kind of squeeze on it, and it's got to be real tight and hard. It can't be, squishy like a sponge. That was one thing I did leave out of the video. But, somebody may not know that. This may be their first time, or, they may be an experienced gardener, but have never grown the cabbage. So I was like, well, I just got to go get the heads. I'll just go ahead and do like a short little video. It ended up being a 6-minute video, but there's a lot of people, that had messaged me and, stuff like that enjoyed it and really, thought it was helpful. So whenever I do stuff like that, I try to explain a little more if I'm just doing one thing. But during a garden tour, I'm not going to go through and tell you everything about everything. It's going to be like, well, I need to do this, so I might as well do a little video or something about it.
Struggle and Strive were a couple we met at the prior meetup. I had run across their channel. I think on some of Ridge Life Live that I had just seen the name go by, but I hadn't got a chance to talk to them. But I got to meet them at the prior meetup. Spoke to them a good bit the night after, I guess you'd say the after party. I talked to them a good bit that night. And now I get to help watch their channel as they grow and do their tours of their property.
Oh, man.
I'm getting there. You need a life besides the videos.
Hang on. Wait a minute. You skipped some. See, it jumps. Hang on. See, it jumps. Hang on.
Dang, that's a bunch.
I told you it jumps a big one, that first one. Looking towards east and south of Lexington, but not for another year till Homestead. Yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, that's kind of in the middle part, I believe.
That's still not too far.
East, south of Lexington, yeah.
Everybody can still try to work something out.
I try to post every day, 7 days a week in June. Y'all done lost your rhymes.
Y'all going to have to take July off just to recover.
Well, now what's going to do is it's going to get you in that algorithm, and then come July, whenever you cut back, you're going to see a big hurt. You're going to have to keep at least 3 a week, which I know y'all are pretty good about doing, close to that. But I do 5 and at least 1 live.
She says she's constantly filming. Kelly does.
Well, see, I sit at a computer. I'm a nurse. I work from home. I sit at a computer all day. And so when I get off of work at 3:30, it's like, boom, we got to go do this. We got to go do this. We got to go do this. I got someone I got to do. I mean, there's so much I got to do in such a short amount of time. Scrolling down. I can't just, tow the camera around with me all the time.
Videos daily, every day.
3 a week is tough.
Sometimes 2 lives. I know. I've been trying to catch y'all's lives, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm usually working or just getting off.
I'm usually the one watching it when you're doing your lives.
He'll start it, and then I'll come in here and watch it.
What?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, LJ.
Yes, she is. When I got married, I said I had a checklist of all the things that I wanted in a woman. She had to be intelligent. She had to want kids. I
have a lot of qualifications.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I filled out your application, and then she dropped it, and the papers kept going. Well, you win. You're hired.
No, I say that I'm just a compilation of like 4 or 5 generations of women just all shoved into one body, and I can't get it all out fast enough. Yep, scroll on down.
Days alive for a day, for a week. I need a life-size videos.
Yes.
Who taught you to garden? Said LJ.
Who taught me to garden? My daddy. Yeah, my daddy.
Your dog.
My daddy. Yeah, I grew up doing this. This is nothing new for me. I have helped my grandmother do her flower garden that she did because she always cut flowers for the church bouquet. It goes down front, on the little offering table there. And And then after she passed, my mom took that on and she did flowers and stuff. And my dad always grew everything. He had every animal, every basic vegetable that you could think of. All my uncles do it. All of my cousins do it.
It's a way of life for them. It's not a
that is the way everybody was raised. And
YouTube thing.
We have not, I don't know of really any cousin that has gotten away from it, like my generation or either the generation behind me, because my dad's family, they were born over a span of like 20 years, I believe. So like the oldest was in his 70s and the youngest was in his 50s, you know, whenever the oldest died a few years ago. And my dad was kind of in the middle. So now he'll be 70 this year. And anyways, all of their kids, you know, the generations are kind of staggered, being a 20-year separation there. So some kids my age are in the next generation down. But anyways, back to what I was saying, is I don't know of many cousins that have strayed from this way of life. I've got one that does animal rescue. I've got one that does horses. I've got one that actually still runs the produce that my dad and his brother made 40 years ago. She's still running it, and she does the farmer's market. One of my cousins, I talk about our family doing the crop sharing where, you know, he grows something big, like a mass production of something, usually corn or okra or squash or something like that, or potatoes. He'll do one big mass production of that. And then, you know, my dad will do something big and I'll do something, and we'll just kind of swap and trade. You know, and do stuff like that. So, and I have another cousin that butchers hogs. That's where I get my lard and stuff from. So, I mean, we all do it. We have really never strayed from it at all.
Strike. You need to remind me what your name was. I know we talked a whole lot, and I met a lot of new people, and we talk a good bit, but I can't for the life of me remember your name. Said his wife's pushing him to put him out just to get caught up because he's so far behind.
It's hard to do. Me and him both, like, I'll shoot them because usually I'm the one out in the garden, so I'll just take it with me and shoot it. And he usually does the editing. And now that he's back in school, we're trying to share that a little bit more. But then I'm just going to have to start getting in the kitchen and doing all the canning and preservation and stuff like that. But he learns about gardening editing my videos.
Yeah.
Because I'll hear him, he'll be in here editing and I'll hear him go, huh. Really? I did not know that. And I'm like, what are you watching? I'll come in here and be one of my videos. He's editing. And so,
but growing up, I didn't grow up.
Yeah, he didn't grow up like this.
I mean, we did it when we went to my grandparents' house, but we didn't grow up gardening and farming and all that. So I'm learning along with everybody else. So as we film them and I'm editing them, I'm learning just as much as everybody else.
Yeah,
and,
so I told him, I said, if anybody asks a question, you better let me answer it.
Depends on what it is. Makeup mom said they need to fix the raised bed because nothing's growing. It's probably you got all the nutrients out of whatever you have in there. So nothing's growing, so you might need to empty that bed.
Find you somebody that's got a barn that has horses or something and go in there and get their barn clean out and put it on top and do you about 6 inches of that stuff. Okay, we get behind. Not everyone knows them in the basic. That's right. That's right. I want to share everything that I can. And if I get a little long-winded in my videos, it's because there's so much up here that I want to get out all at once. And I know I shouldn't be doing that. And there's a lot I take out, but I try to hit the main points. 7 hours.
I wondered how far a travel it was for y'all to go to the new property without asking y'all too much. I was trying to more wondering how it was going.
So, Rachel said they may not come back.
Keep going. Okay. Laura said Jaws sent her over to us.
Yeah, Jaws is her cousin.
I know Jaws is the one that sent her to us, though. She's the one who told her about it.
LJ, I'm an RN too. How about that? Yeah, I need to shut up some. The sun and heat in Northern California is bad. Yeah. I watch.
Oh, and you really need to go to Kentucky then.
What is her name? I ain't watched her since she had a baby.
Welcome, Country Mom Musings.
Hey, Teresa, right? Teresa. Yeah.
Douglas Drive. Nope. Douglas Drive. Country Mama Musings. We're keeping a list because we're going to do another giveaway. Oh, she said Alicia. Country Mama.
That was Teresa.
That's why I asked.
I've only watched like 2 of your videos. I'm sorry. I just found you this week, and it's only Monday.
Well, some of that is me. I've watched or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep, just add more poop. That's it. I do have someone that has horses. Yeah, we built all of our gardens with horse manure, and then we put the gin trash on top of it every year. Time to move out of California. There's a lot of land around here. I'm a city girl, but I do have a green thumb. I grew up in New York. Yeah, there's a lot of difference between Texas and New York, other than mileage. There's a lot. Dang mama what? We'll be in Kentucky next year, but we are in
West Kentucky. They're East Kentucky.
Kentucky next year. But we are in Eastern Kentucky. Okay, so you're over there by oh my gosh, the Stivers. I watch the Stivers every now and then when I can get on there.
Get some free time.
Yeah, the drought is really bad in the United States. Now, see, like Oklahoma, they still trying to come up out of the water.
Hi, Lori.
And we are really dry. It's been a week and a half or so since we got even a sprinkle. Melatonin's kicking in. You better go night-night. Kathleen.
Oh, Kathleen, that's bad for you. You got to rot your brain.
Rot your brain on top of that. It gives me restless legs, let me tell you. Whew, I can't do it.
No, it ain't restless legs. You start swimming. She'll be sitting in the chair and the little legs just start doing this. I'm like, where are you swimming to? And everybody just cracks up because that's just kind of the running deal. I was dry.
5 weeks of rain here in San Antonio. See, that's what I was thinking, that Texas had a lot of rain too. Texas and Oklahoma and all that. And all of that, I think, went north of us.
We didn't even hear that.
Well, I was dry.
Must have went around under them.
Okay, it went between here and there. It went right between there.
Oh, she's been waiting too long. Yeah, you wait too long. You'll be doing laps around the house for a long. So if you have to leave, Kathleen, that's fine. Thank you for coming by. And if you win in this next drawing, then we've been on here almost 2 hours. We can on here and get to talking. That's okay. That's the whole point of these.
It rained like 2 weeks straight in Texas. Now we're already dried up.
That's Texas. I remember
See,
that.
Minnesota's very dry.
I used to live in Texas. I lived in Marshall.
Yeah, but your Texas was like Tennessee.
Not when I was at Fort Hood, it wasn't. When I was at Fort Hood, that was hot and dry.
I didn't go to Fort Hood.
I did.
Yeah. And in Marshall, Texarkana, Marshall, all of that area is just like Tennessee. I told him, I was like, I don't even feel like I left Tennessee. I'm stopping up. Is it time for my medicine?
Yeah.
I tried to take it 7. I think I took it at 7:30.
You're doing that too. Yeah, LJ. I was in the military. I was in the Army.
Thank you, Miss Kathleen. We're going to try to start doing a live weekly. We're just not going to be on here for 2 hours.
Or we could be on here for 2 hours.
We're just going to wing it.
Well, when you get good people come on to talk with, I mean, yeah, talk.
Really? Y'all are dry already? God,
as much as rain as y'all got in Oklahoma, you're already dry.
When was he stationed there?
Oh, you know how many people have been through there? What? Go ahead.
I'm about to sneeze.
Go. I'm muted.
It's okay. I just need to wipe my eyes. Sorry.
Go for 3 hours.
Oh,
Kelly
Lord.
says.
We ain't gonna pull a y'all. Get out there and start watching the roosters walk around and
It's too dark now.
Chasing them down there.
Everybody's gone to bed.
chase them down the street. They'll be all right.
I'll get them shortly.
Thank you, LJ.
Thank you, LJ.
I was not honorable enough to have to go through that with him.
It's not even going.
I get the repercussion.
You get the repercussions. You get the better part.
Oh my goodness!
We weren't married during that time.
But we are high school sweethearts.
Yeah. That's another story for another live.
If you've seen my rose video that I did, I think it was a short.
It was short.
I did a rose video and told the backstory of him and the rose, and now it's at my house and we're married.
Yeah. Just their first one was just makeup mama. It's the first live was 4 hours, and the third one was over 8.
Holy crap!
We did a 3-hour one, but we were dancing, so we just kind of set the camera up, was kind of in and out while we were dancing. That was fun though.
Did y'all like that?
Did anybody watch the live where we went dancing? We kind of set the camera up, let everybody see what it was actually like at the places we go dance.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they've never seen like the little dance halls and stuff like that, and they're like, "Well, you're line dancing. Where do you go line dancing at?" We don't have stuff like that around here, so we just wanted to show you guys. We had that crazy winter storm. Yeah, first time ever. We were not prepared. It is. Yeah, this is not allergies. This is my sinuses. No, I'm not sad.
Yeah, we're sad that you have to leave soon because you got to go by 1 or 2 a.m., Kelly. I think we're good.
Right.
She may have to leave for them. They have to eat supper.
She'll sit there and prop her feet up and eat supper in front of the computer.
Yeah.
I can see her with her little purple hair now.
She's on the phone.
Oh, she's on the phone?
She's on the phone.
Oh, she's probably outside there. The scooters are probably toting you off. No, I get really hot when I sleep, and so Steven has now put up a fan, box fan, for me to keep me cool. And this is what happens because he set it up Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Set it up Saturday.
And
I got sick.
Being hot.
And I got sick, and I have been fighting it.
Let's see, Laura, that's sweet. We were high school sweethearts. Aww. LJ, yeah, I remember LJ being on there because LJ was on there when we. There's one of us on the refrigerator. Yeah, get that one with your with your knee-high socks.
I'll show you what we look like in high school.
We wasn't sure how the whole dancing live would go over because we weren't sitting down in front of it the whole time, but we kind of want to do something a little different and show people what it was like to go to these places. Let's see, son was a great dancer. Yeah, Logan loves to dance. Once he's figured out what he can do and what all is possible, he tries to see what else he can do. So he's adding more and more spins and more turns. And there's times where he'll do the dances and he'll do them backwards. So he'll do them opposite of you doing it normal, and it kind of messes with your brain. So you'll mess up thinking that you're off step, but you're not. He's just doing it opposite. And then he'll switch, and he'll be right back on step again. And it messes with a lot of people, even people that have been dancing a while. Alicia said just sneeze 7 times in a row. Oh, wow. Yeah, she'll come back in a minute. She'll find that picture. That was a picture of us in high school when we were dating then.
Well, it's a prom picture. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Back in the day. That bees us.
That was us about 2000.
That was my mouth full of braces. And then big old wet shoes. My knee-high socks. It's Thunderbird. That's us. Yes, thank you, Alicia. I feel a lot better.
Kelly said they're on iPhone.
In Kentucky. Okay.
iPhone, no computers here. She's on the phone.
I do believe they are illegal in Tennessee.
Yeah, he's trying to find out Kentucky. Yeah, not Tennessee. I think the hemp crops are. No, I don't know if they're profitable. I have heard of people starting to do them, but they say what I've heard. Now I don't know that for sure, Tim. That some people mentioned getting into it, but then they were very water intensive. They needed a ton of water.
Casey will just say you treat it like a tomato.
So we're not going there. But I don't know if that it's profitable. I mean, I guess it could be if you could get in the right people and the right supply line. Maybe you could.
Oh man. Yes.
LJ said, "Sweet, and cute." There's Hat Creek Homestead. Welcome. And make him that cute, adorable. Yeah, we've kept that big. It's surprising that picture has survived all this time.
And his ex-sister-in-law is the one that took it and gave it to us not too long ago.
Tim said he had a 2001 Monte Carlo. Ooh, that was a nice car too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that jump. Let's see.
Yep.
Alicia said, "Great pick. We can grow hemp in Minnesota." You might. Well, I don't think I would go to Minnesota there, Tim. But apparently, you can grow hemp in Minnesota. Illegal intimacy, Kelly. Come on. We said it is still PG-13, right? We can't get into those earlier conversations we had, or maybe it's better time to do it now. Hat Creek Homestead.
Yeah.
It's early.
Hat Creek. And I messaged you back about what we were talking about earlier. Let me know if you need any help. If you want to try that. Illegal in Tennessee, yes. Yes, sir. My first car was what was it? My mom and daddy still have it. A 96 Toyota Corolla. It was white. And my mom and daddy still have it. Yeah, but I had a 98 Lumina. I believe it was a 98. It was a 98 Lumina. That
78 Bonneville. Woo, a 78 Bonneville. That was
18-wheeler ate my Lumina.
That was a big old boat, Laura. Good Lord.
My parents tried to get me to get a Bonneville. And my sister had a Bonneville. A Bonneville.
They're listening to us while they put up groceries. That could be entertaining. You may or may not drop something, depending on if it's funny.
She'll get tickled at you.
First car was a 76 Cutlass with T-tops. T-tops. Now T-top. I like T-tops, but I did have a Camaro. There's a 96 Camaro with T-tops.
That car up.
And it's cool until you break a T-top. And then you learn to try to find one to replace it. So my broke tail I went to Walmart and got those plastic clear see-through floor mats, put them up there on top, and then use 100-mile-an-hour tape. Actually, I used regular duct tape first. And I taped it all down like, cool, it's good. Until you're flying down the interstate and then it flies off. So take two. I had to go buy more mats because I couldn't find the other ones that flew off.
Oh,
I put it back.
Did you actually go look for them?
Yeah, I tried. Oh my God, I couldn't find them. I was broke. Yeah, I'm gonna try to look for them. So then I had to upgrade to what they call 100-mile-an-hour tape, and that I can guarantee you it holds up to its name.
Okay, but LJ, did you buy it new?
Oh, you're trying to get them to date themselves.
I'm old enough to be your parent. Well, it depends. Did you buy that new or used? Because we still have some people around here driving a 76 Mustang.
Have ripe bananas and want to make banana.
Now, see, I like nuts. He don't like nuts.
It depends. If they're crushed, I don't care if they're whole walnuts or peanuts.
I do. I'll eat butter pecan ice cream because I love the pecans and stuff.
If it's crushed, I'm down. I'll eat it. But it's something about all that extra crunching. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy.
See, Hat Creek says she drove a horse and buggy. I've drove a horse and buggy many times. Mm-hmm. I could see you doing that too. I could. I remember you from the meetup. I could see you doing that.
I think I would rather take the horse and buggy.
Well, you know, I've seriously thought about it, because once we move out and, we'll just need the town vehicle. You know what I'm talking about. We need the town vehicle and everything else. We just need horse and buggies for. But, in my opinion, 65, in my opinion, horses are about worthless unless you're going to ride them. And I don't need no extra mouths to feed. That ain't going to do me no good. You know what I mean? Pigs have their thing. Goats have their thing. Rabbits, chickens, they all have their thing. Except horses. They don't have a thing except to ride them. Yeah. And guess.
Did it have T-tops?
I got car problems. I'm 42 and own over 7. Good God. Are you a car dealership?
No, or are you just really rough on your cars? Because some people are just, they just are rough on cars. So, yeah, they may blow through 15 cars. Now, I wrecked a bunch early on, and I had quite a few cars before I was 18, but I wrecked them. That was totally different. That was immaturity and seeing how fast we can go. But
girls.
Huh? No. Gas prices, I think we're going back to a buggy.
Right. Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, we could just do something like that, driving around or whatever, horse and buggy.
Mustang's dream car. You get a GT for your 40th birthday. Now, see, the only good thing about that is you were able to buy what you wanted, right? So you were able to get the convertible. And I think I would rather take a convertible than a T-top. That's just my pick of the two. LJ had a truck with 4 on the floor. That's all you need right there. 4 on the floor.
I don't know if it's ice cream. I love fruit.
You don't like.
But don't like it in pies or pineapples.
No pineapples.
Oh, that's like his banana pudding. He wants the pudding and the cookies. He don't want no bananas.
I'm telling you, something about the cookies soaking up the banana pudding.
Getting them soggy.
Getting them good and soggy and mushy. That's the way you got enough crunchy ones. You got to leave them in there long enough to get soft. Yeah. Then they're good to go.
First car was 16 years old. Was the 84 Chevette new when you were 16 years old? Because I was born in 1984.
My Corvette. She had a Chevette. Tim had a Chevette.
Yeah, had a Vet, but he wanted a Corvette.
Hey, them Chevettes are pretty good too.
GTs. Yes, sir.
He's down to 5.
He's down to 5. Lord, we got 3.
Lars, there's been the immaturity with car. Yeah, I was, and then being on roads I wasn't supposed to be on, and then you have that curve sneaks up on you, or that mailbox jumps out at you.
I've been in 2 wrecks. The first one was in the Lumina when I hit an 18-wheeler head on. I was turning, and it was on top of a hill, and he topped that hill and smacked me right in the passenger front corner. I got a pretty bruise, and 18 years later, knee surgery. And that was 2 years ago. And my next one, I had a Chevy Trailblazer. I had a Trailblazer. And me and another vehicle, we weren't going very fast, but we were passing on like one of those gravel, sticky pavement kind of roads. They weren't loose gravel. They weren't loose gravel, but it had the tar in it that held the gravel. And it was like in July or August when it was blazing hot. And so we were passing each other. She was going one way and I was going the other. And I left the road just enough to where my back end twisted. And it was so hot and the road was so soft that whenever I went sideways, it pulled the rubber off my tires and my rims got stuck in the asphalt. And so I flipped a couple times. And yeah, needless to say, that was totaled. And I did not have my seatbelt on because they were not enforcing those at the time. I did not have my seatbelt on, and I was sitting. Of course, I was driving, and I left my daughter at the babysitter so I could go home and clean for a couple hours because I got off work early. So she was not with me, but I didn't have a vehicle to go pick her up then. But I ended up in the very back by the hatch in the Trailblazer. And okay, makeup, mom and son. And so the 18-wheeler was actually my cousin. Yeah. Well, since we live in such a big county, it was my cousin, and he had a fertilizer farm truck, and he had just emptied his load. And so I was lucky that he didn't weigh very much, but he did hit my front passenger side, crushed it all in, and flipped me and turned me back the way I was going. But yes, all is okay. God was right there with me. Go up just a little bit because I think we missed a couple of them. Yes, it was.
First, like, was in one wreck. Cars not but multiple computers. Yeah, it's all too many electronics. I wish they'd go back to the plain stuff.
Yeah, and see, I tell him all the time because I've got astigmatism. I've had LASIK twice, but now I have astigmatism, and I can't drive like at night without my glasses on, but I can't go from like dark to light with the lights being so bright in the vehicle or looking at something. I can't go from dark to light, very fast. And so I have to get him to change anything like in the vehicle because my eyes just don't adjust like that.
Hello, Homestead DNA.
Yep, let me go on down here.
List.
Okay, Robert, since I got you, baby, and if you happen to win,
we'll get with you.
I'll email you.
Okay, make it mom and son. We'll be here. We're gonna be on too much longer. We still gotta do the next drawing. Like more and more people are starting to come on though.
Yeah, just come in and out. We'll write your name down and let you know. Yeah.
DNA.
Oh, that's pretty.
I don't know what I've seen. I've seen the name.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you for watching video. Come in. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen you, Tim, for a long time.
I ran across you in Van Travels.
Yeah.
Is where I ran into Tim. And kind of watched some of his videos, and he watched some of ours, and it was kind of fun just kind of meeting up that way.
And Dale, hello. I don't believe I've ever seen your name.
Laura Glasscock. I don't think anybody likes to drive at nighttime. Either you can't see, you're blind,
wow,
or you kind of just get that tunnel vision.
Welcome. Yeah, I can't do the rain. Like when it rains at night, he has to drive.
The kids tell me to drive.
I'm like, I feel like I am like 70, 80 years old, and I'm not but 36. And it drives me insane not be able to see, and me being the age I am. It just drives me crazy. But I had LASIK twice because I was too healthy. And the first time my eyes, they were fine. But after about 3 months, they started regressing. And it's because I healed too fast because I was too healthy. And so my eyes tried to go back to the way they were and fix themselves. And so I had to have LASIK again. It was 8-9 months after the first one. And then I had to stay on the eye drops and steroids and stuff for 4 weeks.
So then we had to pay for it again.
It was a revision at half price. So it wasn't too bad. They only charged me for one eye doing a touch-up. But I had both of them done. But one is off just a little bit because later on I will be getting farsighted. And one will correct the other as I go to needing reading glasses later, hopefully far later, that once my farsighted vision comes back to zero, what is it? Now, once my nearsighted vision goes back to zero, going to farsighted, needing the reading glasses, my other one will pull it back. And so they're going to balance each other. That's what they said.
So they say.
We'll see. But my doctor said I was only probably one out of like 5 that had ever done that in the 30 years that he's done LASIK. So, special me, pat on the back.
All right, Kelly, I know y'all got to go. We will catch y'all around. I will probably be seeing y'all on y'all's live very soon. Night driving and rain. We ain't got to it yet.
Oh, we'll scroll on down.
Yeah. Ann is a newer friend. We're glad to have Ann.
Yes. Yeah, bye, Kelly. We'll see you later, babe.
So glad we met y'all at Pryor, Kelly. It was kind of on the way out the door. We started was talking to y'all and Cha and James, and it was kind of fun, but it makes them longtime friends. So thank y'all for coming.
Yep.
Then they cut the price. Yeah, it should have been. I think it should have been included in the price, but what are you going to do? Either you pay it or they don't do it. So we ended up having to pay it.
I mean, like the fifth person out of like 30 years, that's actually done that. I'm sorry. I think you can see my hand from right. Yeah. You can sit up and not cut the top of your head off. I always have to watch when I'm videoing because as I'm, videoing and holding my camera up or whatever, and I have to make sure I don't cut the top of his head off because I'm so short and he's much taller.
Homestead DNA. They are fairly new. I don't know y'all were on Gale's tonight, and we missed that because it actually ended up being the same time as ours because she normally goes on at 7. So we planned ours to go on at 8, and we'd already posted it everywhere. So when I saw she had changed hers to 8, we couldn't really change ours. So I hated that we missed that. I'll go back and watch that. But we are in West Tennessee. So we're about an hour east of Memphis.
He cut his head off.
She does a lot. You actually realize that. I'll duck down. You'll see me hunch like this. Everybody's going to think I'm a hunchback or something.
I try to be nice. I try to be nice and keep you in the camera shot. Yeah, it does. Because I'm like 5'2" and shrinking, and he's 5'8", 9", whatever he claims to be that day.
5'9".
See?
Don't play.
It always changes.
I didn't realize it until I was today. I was watching a karate video where she had picked it and cut it and roasted it, and she's having me try it because I'm the guinea pig because I'm probably the pickier one of the ones that will actually try.
Of all the children. So, all 4 kids.
So I tried it, and then. But when I was watching the video, I was watching us, and she was standing by the stove, and then I was standing beside her. I'm like, dang, I'm not that much taller than her, but it was a very noticeable difference. So she says she's actively shrinking. Well,
I lost 2 inches.
But we've got a wall. We've got a mark on the wall over there for everybody from me and her and all 3 kids. So Logan's the one that's gaining. He's going up and up because he's 8. So, he can only go up at this point. And then Mama made a mark and said, Mama, same forever is what she put out beside hers. But then
she fluctuated about a half an inch up and down.
She stood up and she actually was taller than that. So I think she's a hair taller.
I can bend over and stretch my lower back out and gain a half an inch.
That's insane. Laura said they're an average height 5'3". Husband says I'm short.
I was 5'3".
I think people think that is short for a woman. And probably more 5'8". I mean, 5'5" to 5'8"-ish be an average height for a woman, I guess. But more and more women are like 5 foot to 5'3".
It depends on how much Miracle-Gro their parents go.
How country are they?
That too. Now, my opinion on that. Here we go. No, seriously though. If you were not raised on a farm, and I know somebody's going to bite me for saying this because it depends on genetics too.
Yes, Chrissy.
But if you are raised on a farm or more natural foods, you will notice people tend to be shorter because, well, yeah, we were waiting on you to come back, Chrissy. Because people that did not live on farms or, stuff like that, they were eating more of the foods that had the steroids and stuff in it. And that's why our people now are so big. That's why our kids are getting to be so big. They're outgrowing their parents. It's because of all the steroids in the food. But you'll notice back in the day, everybody was shorter. And people that still grew, like myself, that, grew up around farms and grew your own food and all that stuff and didn't have all the steroids and stuff that the factories and stuff are pumping in the food, we tend to be shorter. And so, yeah, unless, 5'11", Norwegian and Danish, dead gum, probably got big feet too.
That's not even fair.
No, genetics plays a role, but yeah. Here in America.
5'11". I always thought I would be 5'11" or bigger because, like,
he wishes.
well, my grandfather was 5'11". Paul Davis, he was 5'11". My dad, he says he's 5'10". He ain't much taller than me, and I'm 5'9". But he's got me. His poofy hair, he might gain that little bit more taller than me.
His two little twigs on top.
But I always, growing up, I always thought I would hit that 5'11" mark. But I always fell short because my grandfather was always the tallest one of us.
Yeah.
But he gave me something that I shoot for.
Right. You had high hopes.
Homestead DNA. My grandpa was tall. I'm 6 foot, which I don't consider tall. So was he tall?
6 foot is tall.
So was your grandpa taller than 6 foot? Was he taller than you?
I mean, some people are just genetically tall. Like Emma's biological daddy is 6'4". So yeah, she's outgrown me. She's 14 and probably 3 or 4 inches taller than me. I mean, yeah.
Right there with Laura.
Yeah. Now my oldest son, Preston, which he was grown more like, on goat's milk when he was a baby and ate more out of the garden than any of my kids. But he's still 6 foot, probably still going because his dad is 6 foot tall. I mean, so that does play a part in genetics, and then I think like Logan, I think he's going to run around 5'9", 5'10" ish, something like that.
I'm going to keep stretching him out the best I can. Make sure he gets taller.
All carbs like rice diet.
Wait.
Hang on, I was trying to figure out why I was short.
So Chrissy and them just ate dinner. It's early. It's not even 10:30.
You know she don't eat till 10 o'clock.
No, I thought it was 10:30. She's gonna start cooking at 10 o'clock, so they don't get to eat till 10:30.
Right. Glad you're back.
And Anna agrees about the food. It is, and that's the difference between buying that store-bought junk and being able to homestead your own food. That makes a huge difference.
It has to do with a lot of the girls and stuff, growing in certain areas. And, down there too, all the steroids and stuff they're pumping in these foods, it's killing their bodies. Mm-hmm. That's so
so you're on both pockets at.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Let's see.
Diet makes for a shorter stature.
His granddad was 6'4".
Food makes sure.
So your grandfather was 6'4", and you only hit 6 foot. So does that mean
even with Mama?
What does that mean over time? We are shrinking.
Mm-mm.
In 2 generations, they lost 4 inches.
Women have always been on the shorter side, except for like Amazon women. But well, that's where the taller men come in, and the shorter women. Their children start kind of breaking even with the heights, and so then once you get like that middle height kind of person, and you put them with a 6'4" person, it's going to make taller kids. But I'm saying away from genetics. Yeah. But away from genetics, the food nowadays is what we really got to watch with our kids. And that's why we're having all of
everybody's allergic to everything.
Mental hormone. Oh God, don't get me started.
Oh, they're allergic to that. The wind blows and they're allergic.
Oh my gosh. But no, like, all that right there is one of my pet peeves. But, yeah, our food is what's altering our children with all of the mental hormone imbalances, like the ADD, the ADHD. Some of that may be genetic, but I don't think God intended to make anybody like that. He didn't intend to make somebody broken. He made everybody perfect. You know what I'm saying?
They're different. They're not broken. There's nothing wrong with them.
I'm just saying,
like she doesn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I mean, God made you the way you are, and some things are just genetic, and it is what it is. That comes, from the devil, intermingling in, causing all that trouble. But a lot of it has to do with our food and stuff today, too. Yeah, growth hormones in the food. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And because it's all to push out all this food because factories were not intended to feed everybody. You got out and you worked and you grew your own food. And so, yeah. And so whenever the food supply chain started coming in to have to provide all of this food from, these farm factories, then yeah, that's where the problem come in because they couldn't keep up with all the kids everybody was having.
Kids, how much you stretch and Logan?
Yeah,
make chain machines.
Need to stretch me out.
Manufactured foods bad. You're right, LJ.
Oh God, I eat processed foods, or I even eat out like at a restaurant, and I am like dead for the next 2 days.
All the sodium.
Like,
and all the sodium between all the carbs and all the sodium that they pack it up stuff. We eat out like once a week.
If that. I don't even want to anymore much. Unless I'm just dog tired. Now I just want one of them big fat juicy cheeseburgers, Hormones are talking.
Only good meat supply. Yeah, I think I'd eventually like to go in with somebody on cow. Like you go in with somebody on a cow. Mm-hmm. Maybe let them raise it, especially since we're in town. Can't really help cow. But, maybe we can pay half of it and then get a cut of the meat once they process it. We've been checking into that.
Yeah. That way we can get the raw milk and stuff, too, from the cow.
Yeah. So Chrissy just barely broke above.
She didn't break even. She didn't break even. Her mama.
Barely. 5 foot with mama and 6'2" daddy.
I wish you quit hovering over the comments because they disappear whenever you do that.
I'm pointing to you saying which one I'm at.
I know where you're at.
Okay, you got this one. Great grandmother Norway's.
God,
1890 was.
Yeah, Dutch people are big.
Yeah, they are. They were very, very tall people. I shouldn't say were. They are. The aborted fetal cells and vaccines.
Yep.
Yeah, you get the vaccine if you want to.
Yep. No, the children's vaccines. A lot of
those
are them saying they're causing like mental retardation and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. Whenever you shop in the store, you have to stay on the outside. Don't go down the center aisles.
That's where all the junk's at.
Yep.
You can get your meats and stuff on the outside, your dairy and your cheeses and all that on the outside. So when you go in those middle aisles for chips and all that prepackaged cookies and crackers and all that crap.
I don't think it's one of those. Just yes. Oh my gosh. The messier, the better. Yeah. And see, they said that my daughter had ADD, and of course her dad says he has it too. And right now I'm trying to, during the summertime while she's out of school, trying to come up with her some kind of concoction to take, if that's what it is. I ain't 100% convinced that she's got ADD, but I don't think so. I think it's just teenager, but
teenager
hormones. Yeah, we won't go into all that. But I am trying to find her a concoction to make like herbal tinctures and stuff in a combination to help her, get focused and stuff and, whatever. I don't think she has a focusing problem. It's more of a lazy problem.
I think every so often you just need a good burger. And it's got to be cooked right. You don't want a dry, burnt burger. You want some juicy burger.
Yes. LG, we cook all of our food. I'm usually cooking 3 times a day. Or twice, because I try to get by with breakfast about 10 or 11 o'clock. I try to make him wait as long as I can. He's like, are you going to cook something? Sure, what you want? It'll be like lunchtime. Good, because I'm hungry. But I don't have to eat. I can't wake up and eat like that anymore.
We don't. As the kids roll out of bed, they're like, I'm hungry. As soon as they roll out of bed, Logan, though, he'll come downstairs.
He'll be there to eat something before I got breakfast cooked.
And then want to know what we're fixing for supper. For breakfast. He's still hungry.
Yeah, Laura, that's a whole different
live there.
Whole different thing. We can't get on in YouTube, for all that. But yeah, we did not get it. None of our family members got it except my sister. She got the first one.
Some of ours over there.
And it scared her so bad she did not go back. But yeah, oh my gosh.
I know, because I've never had a single one. Yeah.
That's good.
Struggling style. I have ADD, LMNOP, squirrel. I think we all got a little bit of that.
And yep.
But that's until 5 years ago.
I don't regret the vaccines. When my kids were small, I had the vaccines. My kids had the vaccines. They had to have them to go to school, or they couldn't go to school. that hadn't been one of my big concerns. And I get why they did the vaccines, because their intent was to vanish all of the childhood diseases, which they pretty much did. I mean, you don't hear of anybody having those diseases like the measles, mumps, rubella. You don't hear none of that because we all got vaccinated. And then again, we get to it's stuck. It's there. It ain't coming out. It ain't going in. But but yeah, we're not getting into all that too much. But the vaccine nowadays, it's something else. No.
Does anyone in here make
habanero strawberry jam or jelly?
Is it so good? It is so good, but can't find it organically made.
I would make you some if I could.
If we have some, we would definitely make it.
I do want to make the it's habanero gold jelly. I do want to make some of that this year, but I'm going to do more of like a jalapeno jelly, like the candied cowboy candy.
I'd like to try that.
I'm going to do something like that.
I've never had that because I've just grown up in the last year or so, as she says, because I'm starting to eat salads. I'm starting to eat.
We talked about that on Gale.
On Gale, so I'm just starting to eat, the grown up foods, so to speak, and trying to eat some spicier stuff. But I just can't get carried away. I just can't eat really spicy stuff. So I always equated a pepper with hot. It didn't matter if you pulled the seeds out of it or not. I always took that a pepper was a pepper and it was hot. So we're starting to venture out into more things. So we're going to figure out something else to do with that. I know.
All of us
have low blood sugar when we wake up because when we sleep, we're fasting for 8 hours. Man, I wish we slept 8 hours.
Well, the reason that you wake up is because your blood sugar is getting low. That's kind of your jolt to wake up. That's God telling you get up and eat something kind of thing, or get up and start moving around some. I had a doctor friend to tell me that one time. It's just kind of stuck, one of those, useless information kind of thing.
Yeah, Laura says she doesn't keep going with that. That's why.
Yeah.
We're trying to beat around that a little bit. Hackreet said they can go to school without them. Just have to get an exemption. Yeah. And I think around here you'd have to do that is all of our kids go to school.
I've never even heard that you could get an exemption around here. I didn't even know that you got to get it or you can't go.
No. Kids don't have to have it to go to school.
The vaccines, yeah, they do, like kindergarten and all that.
No, not. They're talking about this new vaccine.
No, they ain't.
I think so.
No, they're not.
Oh, no, the plain ones, the ones that are time.
The MMRs.
Okay, the time tested ones, yes. I think they should get those because those are help. This rush stuff they did with this newest one, that's just
preference.
That's a work job, and no, just stay away from those. But yeah, the original ones that we got growing up, take those.
Yeah, see the polio, yeah. I think you got yours too.
No, it wasn't polio. That was anthrax.
Oh yeah.
Ain't
polio the one that's got the little scar?
That's the anthrax. Smallpox.
Not your smallpox. That's what it is.
That was the other one that Army gave me. Yay!
Yeah. My parents had those scars. I don't
Thank you, Army.
Yeah, and see, I had chicken pox. My sister had chicken pox. Why does this thing jump so bad?
Because we're behind. Everybody's talking. That's good. There's 12 people in here. That's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, the vaccines, I think, have changed.
They're not
grown up foods.
Yes. Welcome back, Makeup Mom. Congrats on getting the sun down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating my grown up foods now. It's a lot easier for her to cook now. So Logan's pretty much has to fit. We have to fix something almost for the side for him because he won't eat it. He just won't yet. But
I'll make up something. A lot of spaghetti, or we'll make a big pizza or two or something like that. We'll put in the refrigerator. So as I'm cooking the nasty stuff all week, then he can go back and eat the leftovers all week, and we can have fresh stuff out of the garden, and he can eat the junk that I made. I try to I'll make everything homemade. I mean, we have our deer meat, and then I make my own spaghetti sauces and stuff like that. So pretty much everything we have is homemade at some percentage. And then he'll just, we'll make a big batch and he'll just eat that throughout the week.
Yeah, Tim, they're not the same. Yeah, those We're not going into all that. Woo. That's an in-person conversation.
We love spicy things. Spice it up. We don't do spicy.
No.
And we don't do the whole apple cider vinegar, pickling.
Well, we tried pickled eggs.
We did the Stivers recipe for pickled eggs. They swore it was the best recipe, and I said I may be the only person on earth, but we had to throw out them 24 eggs we pickled. They was nasty.
They were bad.
Nasty as a cuss word. They was, oh my God.
It soaked all the way through the egg. Even the yolk was nasty. The whole thing was nasty.
And it was, the turmeric and the apple cider vinegar, and I will never again waste 24 eggs. But they swore, and everybody swore, it was the best recipe on earth. Not for us.
Tim, showing some love to Homestead DNA. Appreciate that, Tim.
Oh, good.
Hopefully other people can find people.
Did you know if you plant hot peppers near more, get off of it. Can't see it.
I'm putting it so it's bigger so you can see it.
Okay. Now, I said this in one of my videos, I think my garden tour. You can plant hot peppers and mild peppers beside each other. Now, your mild peppers are not going to be hot this year. If they get cross-pollinated, it's the seeds from those peppers that you plant the next year that's going to be hot, okay? Not the ones you get this year. Because these are set and these are set. This will be hot because it'll get pollinated. It'll make its hot pepper. These will get pollinated. It'll make its hot pepper. Now, if they get cross-pollinated, it's the seeds inside of the fruit that's going to be hot. So if you save those seeds for the mild pepper, that's when they get hot. So it'll be next year.
Yeah,
if you cover the blooms on the mild pepper or hand pollinate them or whatever, and know that one fruit or two fruits did not get cross-pollinated, then you can use those and it'll be mild for next year. But I've got my jalapenos right next to my bell peppers, and they're not going to be hot this year. If I save those seeds, they'll be hot next year, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay, there's 15 people in here. If you haven't commented already, make sure you comment, because we are keeping a list to do something here in a little while. Homestead DNA said they had the anthrax one. Were you in the military too? I'm not sure if
it looks like it.
I'm not sure if this is which one this is for Homestead DNA.
Is it Mr. or Mrs.?
Yes.
And what's your names?
Is it Mr. DNA or Mrs. DNA?
Makeup Mom and Son. What is your name? I don't think I asked you what your name was.
LJ. Minnesota children can get exemptions out of the vaccines to go to school. Oh,
I don't know that
I've never been to Minnesota either. Sounds like another place we might have to go when it's not cold.
The golf ball not shoot, yeah.
Yeah, that thing was no joke. Like you can't touch it.
They keep it covered, and it looks like your arms
anthrax and the smallpox wasn't no better. It broke out into like a rash that you couldn't scratch.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we know Makeup Mom. Yeah, ain't no Heb vaccine. That's this job. I get caught up. Kids can go to school without immunizations, but have to have exemptions. There's somebody else saying that.
All right, sure. Let's drive. Good to have you. Thank you so much. If you win, we'll email you.
I'll contact you if you do. I know I'm friends with you on Facebook. I'll reach out to you there if we do. If y'all do win. Jay says make up you're vaccinated children. Wow, that's a lot. I think the kids get about 30 vaccines by the time they're in college. That's insane. Yeah, Casey says she agrees. She said, "Yep." Makeup Mom, there's no law requiring them to get an exemption. Yeah, Cali and New York's a whole nother beast. We're not going into that either. I know I want to waste the time on those two. Laura Glasscock, cannot eat too spicy. A little. My husband wants me to buy sweet pickles. No way. Hate sweet pickles. Love sour pickles. So couldn't you just buy one of each and let him have the sweet pickles? Because we buy both here. Or either we make them. So either we make sweet and dill, or the sweet and the sour, as Logan calls them. So we have a container of each one. So you could do that and break even, and everybody's happy. 45 doses between birth and 5 years old. That is insane. Thank you, Homestead, and much appreciated. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's finding new people. That's the only way that we can network and we can learn what we need to learn is by networking with people. Homestead's and I'm a Marine. This is Mr. DNA. DNA stands for Danny and Amy.
Oh, how cute.
So write that down. I'm going to do like Miss Brenda Baker hit me the other day. I was backing out of a video or ending a video. That's somebody else's live. And she actually called me by my name, which is odd because most people know Casey because she's the main face, the personality of our channel for now. And I'm more of the help with the editing the videos and social networking and all that. But she actually called me by my name, and I made fun of it and said that I was glad she did. And how did she know that? And she said, because I've been taking notes, so I'll know people's names. Tim said he's a disabled Navy vet. Thank you for your service, Tim. I was in the Army too.
Good Lord.
Hat Creek was what?
Mr. or Mrs.?
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair question. Is that Mr. or Mrs. Hat Creek?
I thought Mrs. was on here.
You wouldn't like Minnesota too cold. Yeah, I think Minnesota would be somewhere I'd come visit, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there. I don't do good in cold or do well in cold if I want to be good, dramatic about it. But who's counting? Hat Creek, I was a Marine for 8 years. Let's see. I'm so looking forward to making sweet pickle relish. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
We did relish? You did relish last year.
Okay. My dad made a whole bunch of like sweet pickles, or somebody gave him some sweet pickles, and they chopped them all up. And I didn't follow the ball recipe like to a T, but I did like the chopped up sweet pickles. I had like a freaking bowl full of them. And I put like the bell peppers and stuff in them, and I left out some of the seasonings since they were already made into sweet pickles, and just canned it like that, and I just called it a sweet pickle relish. I do not like that jumping around like that.
Well, that's why I just scroll, not click. I just did DNA. I just did 4, not counting inactive reserve. Years. 4 years. Yeah, Tim, it's funny how we get out, you can start running into people that were in the military, and you don't even realize it because that's just not something that most of us, we don't go flashing around, hey, we're a veteran, give us free stuff, do this, do that. We don't do that. We serve our time, we go on about our way.
Because you're there to work your butts off. And most of them will. But see, I don't like bread and butter pickles.
We got a troll.
You do?
Yeah, you've been on here too long. We got a troll.
Oh my. That was nasty.
Sorry about that. We've been on here long enough. We've got us our first troll. Yay!
Oh no, let's not.
Right?
Let's see. Makeup mommy or a healthcare worker? I'm a work-at-home nurse.
Babe started. Who was on? North and South was on the other night. I was watching, and of course they had. Of course, I'm the only mod right now, but they were playing Whack-A-Troll, and there was like groups that was just coming in and trolling them, and they spent the whole time. They couldn't even talk because they just kept having to knock out all the trolls, and they had hit about 2.5 hours. So that's funny that it's 2.5 hours now.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That we've been on, and that's when it's happening. Laura, I don't want to mess with that troll because he was wanting people to show stuff that we don't want to show. See, look, we're networking. Tim wants to Hey, where you at?
What did you do? I was 2651.
Oh, that's what units they were in.
Yeah.
That's how she remembers your name.
Casey, the Sunshine Man. Yeah, I know. I told her that the other day on the live. Yeah, she's in Iowa. Homestead DNA was in the 4066. Central Intel. Oh boy. You made it first troll.
All right, Tim.
Oh, hang on.
We'll try you out for now. I think we can.
Oh, look, I can still see it on here.
Yeah.
Official mod. I'm sorry, I'm eating almonds. My bad.
Try that, Tim.
Even scrolling, it jumps around.
Well, it's because we get so far behind. That was Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tim, I've seen you mod on some other channels. So that would be a good mix. If we're going to start doing this more often, I'll have to start trying to get some people to help with the modding.
I planted a bunch of cucumbers last year and got so many from my dad that I think I did pickles for the next 20 years for us. So I'm trying the yellow cucumber this year just because I think it's cool. And I'm getting stuffed up.
We had so many cucumbers last year. This time, that
away.
time, it was ridiculous.
And I'm doing one slicer and just the lemon cucumbers. But we're redoing our garden fencing. We've just had the T-post with a chicken wire around it, and we were kind of on just like a gradual slope, just kind of like that. It wasn't much at all, but it was enough to where it threw off the angle of the fencing as we went around for one piece. We didn't want to cut it, and so now we are cutting the chicken wire and placing it on cattle panels. So eventually, whenever we move, we can just take them down and take them with us. And so I plan on letting my cucumbers run on the cattle panel, like towards the back where it's secured on the hinge, and just kind of leave it loose.
Well, that'd be cool once we would get a hinge like that, because we'll be able to hinge that whole wall and swing it out.
Yeah, you can move the whole cattle panel.
We'll take a whole section out and hinge it on that corner, so it'll be easier for us to go in and clean out and replant and do all that without having to go in one little size opening.
Because right now I just got that one corner that I open, and then I can like walk all over the middle of it, but I can't get around to the edges. And if you watch my cabbage video, you seen I had a bunch of grass down one side of my cabbages there. And it's because I couldn't get over there. Yellow cucumber. They're called lemon cucumbers, and they're actually round. So I'm excited to see what those are going to do. Yeah, I've got zucchini and yellow squash that once, if you've seen my garden tours, the cinder block raised beds on the side of the house, that stuff is slowly coming out, and I'm putting my watermelons and my squashes over there. And I heard today that if you plant white radishes around your squash, and it only takes one, but let it grow. Let the radish grow to seed. So it's going to flower and seed, and it deters the squash borers and squash bugs. So I may try to do that, because right now I got all of my cauliflower out, and I went through and I amended the bed with the gin trash, and I put some triple 13 down. And then I put the straw back on it once I got everything mixed in. So I put the straw mulch back on there. And Can you see it on there? Oh, you see it over there. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't see it on mine.
Yeah, I see them on both.
Okay. And then I dusted the whole thing. I'm just talking. And then I dusted the whole thing with DE. So because I just had all my cabbages and cauliflower in there, and I had so many slugs and stuff like that. It was mostly slugs. I think it was all slugs.
Mostly slug. We had a horrible slug issue this year.
And every time I think about putting the beer in the cup and sitting out there to kill the slugs, it would rain. And so it would just kind of, be useless. And I didn't want to waste beer like that.
Yeah,
so,
that's beer abuse.
So, anyways, so I've been letting that sit out there with the DE on it, like just covered, because it ain't rained in a week and a half. So it's been sitting out there for a while, and I was letting all the bugs and stuff leave before I start putting my squash out there. But I'm going to try the radish thing, because I've got those white radishes, the white icicle radishes, growing in the stackable Dollar Tree planters. You need to scroll down so I can keep up.
Much appreciation to everybody that served. Yes, everybody that served in the military one way or the other, or if you were a spouse of somebody that served, you did serve too. People just don't realize that it's not just the member that serves, but also the family, whether it's the wife, the children, husband, children.
Yeah, I've never seen a yellow cucumber either, but we're going to have some this year.
She was talking about needing more mods.
Yeah.
We're working on that. When we start having more and more, and people.
Well, this is our first official
sit down
and chat live.
Yeah. We're trying to work on that. More people that we say that we both recognize and agree on that we'll try to get more and more people mod. I know we mod for Ridge Life when he does his. Yeah. Never seen you like cucumber. I've seen those, but never tasted them. Lemon cucumbers. I don't know if I want that either.
I'm going some.
Yeah, Homestead DNA. You just drink the beer. You stand out there in the flower in the garden bed. You just sit there and drink the beer, and then that is the total. Yes, because they're more. I don't know if it's you drinking the beer or they're mad because you drank the beer instead of them.
Oh my God!
I tried lettuce once.
No, so I'll take the beer to the garden. By the time I get there, it's gone.
Right. That's what I say about koozies. I mean, I'm using this koozie here because it's got Cold Beer Ranch thing on it just to cover it up for what, since we're on camera. But I always say if you need a koozie or a cover to put on it to keep it cold, you probably wasted too much time. Yeah, drinking too slow. You're gonna have to pick up that pace.
Okay, so if you don't know about the if I get drunk enough, I kill slugs. Oh my God, with salt.
Oh, you say wax slug?
Oh, that's nasty. Stop. No, but you can take a cup or a jar and fill it about halfway up with beer. It's about the cheap stuff. And you will kind of bury it a little bit in the dirt enough to where, like, I'll try it with this.
Homestead DNA.
Like,
I can
put it down sideways like this. And you'll put the dirt up to the edge of the opening. And so, like, all of this right here will be kind of down in the dirt. And so whenever the slugs come around, they go in there to drink the beer. And then they get so drunk from the alcohol, and with the slant, they can't get back out. And so they drown. So
they say. We've not tried it or wasted.
And they do good. They don't feel a thing.
Or wasted the beer on it. She said Alicia said, isn't that Alicia, right? I think that's right.
Yeah.
So she had a couple troubles her personality. I keep calling her Karen.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry.
Laura's having a beer. Makeup Mom's having a soda.
Yeah. So
I'm right there with you, Laura.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of slugs.
That's what they say. We've not tried that, or
I say a lot of people do it.
I have similar stories to the slug.
Okinawa.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know if I want to try that though, because you got to waste a beer to do it. Of course,
slugs were
Tim's joining.
Bad.
Tim from Time for Exploring.
Joining what? Oh, when he got to do it, couldn't get out. Yep, that's it.
Tim's having a beer.
Yep.
Hat Creek staying with her sweet tea. Nothing wrong with that.
I just made some more kombucha today. Hat Creek, do you do kombucha, or does anybody do kombucha? I've had one. I started one probably 3 months ago. Now I'm the only one that drinks it, so I can't drink. I only make a half a gallon at a time. Oh, well, Laura, you have to see them to be able to put the salt on them. But with the beer, it attracts it to them because I don't know what the yeast or whatever that's in it, it attracts it to it. So, anyways, you use the beer and it'll attract it to them. So then you can pull them all out.
Which one you on?
I'm just kind of reading. I tried store-bought once and it was gross. I almost puked. Now, I didn't like the store-bought.
Good night, LJ.
Oh, good night.
Thank you for joining us. We'll try to do at least one a week.
Live.
Maybe one live a week.
Yeah.
We'll still keep doing our 3 to 5 videos or so. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah. Smash beer cans in there in the can. Yeah, Hat Creek. I tried the trilogy. I bought it at Walmart. I tried the trilogy. I did not like it. I don't like that flavor. So then I tried the watermelon kiwi, and that was good. I liked it. Now, I started watching, why are all these channels leaving me? The Max. She does a real good instruction on it, and you can also go to farmhouseteas.com and sign up for their kombucha class, which is free, and she walks you through the steps too. So between the two and Homesteading Family is really good too. I love Carolyn. I watch all of her, bread videos and all that stuff. But
first, for the ones that don't know, tell them what kombucha is.
Kombucha is a fermented tea. So you are making sweet tea, and then over the course of 2 to 4 weeks, you let it sour. It's fermenting. So like sour tea, like in the refrigerator, you've almost got kombucha. If you just let it stay in there a couple more weeks, you would have kombucha. Well, it forms a SCOBY on top. And a SCOBY is like a bacteria hotel. It's a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. And so it forms the SCOBY on top, which is equivalent to a sourdough starter. Okay, you've grown your own yeast and bacteria in the sourdough. This is the same thing in the sweet tea. And just like the sourdough, it helps your immune system and in way of your gut health. I'm glad yours is doing that too, because I can't get mine to pull up.
When it has a bunch of them like that.
Okay.
Ricky tagged me in something.
Okay. Anyways, so what you do is you make your sweet tea and then you let it sit there for like, I did mine for 4 weeks, and it had a real thin, slimy pancake looking thing on top of it. And so what you do is you take that slimy pancake looking thing out, put it in another jar, and put at least a cup of that tea in there with it. That would be like your sourdough starter. So this is going to be your kombucha starter. Then the tea that's left is what you're either going to drink just like it is, or you can do it cold or whatever, or you can flavor it. And if it stays out, it will continue to ferment. If you put it in the refrigerator, it either like stops it or slows it down. If it continues to ferment, it will start tasting like vinegar. Once it's got to the vinegar stage, it's gone too far and there's no recovering it. Throw it out or give it to your chickens or something. And so what's coming? You lost me a slimy pancake, right? Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Oh, that's funny, Alicia.
I've got like 4 of them in there. If you would like to see a slimy pancake.
I'm good.
Anyways. But you don't drink it. You don't do anything with a slimy pancake. That's just your little starter for your ferment. So what I do is once I take the SCOBY and the 1 cup of starter out, then the tea that's left, I usually strain it because you'll see some little bits in it, but strain it. And then I put like 1 to 2 cups of peach mango VA juice in it. And I let it set out for like 12 hours. And then I put it in the refrigerator. So I've got peach sweet tea. And it's really good. It's like just a carbonated, kind of a little tangy. I know that the peach mango is my favorite because it doesn't have that real punch of tanginess with the carbonation. That's why I like the peach, and that's all I will drink now is the peach. I just like doing the peach mango, but once it goes vinegar, it ain't no going back. So I just restarted. My next batch of kombucha because it's been sitting in there on the shelf for like 2 months, and I have not done a thing with it. And it takes up to about 6 months to kill a SCOBY, so mine should still be good. And I've got about 4 in there. I was surprised to see how many was in there. But each time you make it, it puts another layer of slimy pancake on there until they'll get real thick. It's like eating fermented foods. It helps your intestines and your gut health. It builds up the good bacteria and kills off the bad bacteria, boosts your immune system, makes you healthy. Yep. Very good benefit of it. And it'll heal you from the inside out kind of thing. Once you get your gut health and your immune system set, it'll heal pretty much anything. But yeah, I like the peach mango the best. Got it right there.
Farm Living. Look at that.
What? Farm Living? They were on here earlier. Yep. I think I've got everything. Natural probiotics. Yes, it is. Yep, I got a stack of slimy pancakes for you. And I'm wanting to do a series on starting kombucha, but if you want to go ahead and get started before I can get one out, there's several people on here that do have the videos for it, but the Max, Misty at the Max, it's MAC''S, the Max. She has a couple of videos. If you'll just search kombucha, the Max, it'll come up. And then, who did I say? Homesteading Family and farmhouseteas.com. And I will. I've got a list over here of stuff that I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna do a series of sourdough, and I'm gonna do a series of kombucha, and that way I can take you like day by day, or every few days, or once a week or something to kind of give you the gist of where you should be at a particular time, or what it's gonna look like. I pour the tea out as soon as it sours. That is right. You heard me right. When it sours. Oh my God.
The stuff that she's talking about, I wouldn't put nothing on that, but put it in the trash.
Okay, can you unplug this thing?
Yeah, I can take it in there.
I'm going to show you the slimy pancake.
Okay, we're going mobile on the laptop.
Don't be showing them my dirty dishes.
And don't tell them what you're going to get now.
You fine, come on in.
I know I'm fine. Thanks for the compliment.
Okay.
Are facing that way?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a rag. All right, I had to wash my hands first.
They're all in the washer.
I had to wash my hands because I'm going to touch it for you. I'm going to get it out. Okay. Clean hands. Because you can't have any bacteria introduced into this. So I usually have this in a half-gallon.
Yeah, Tim, it's all your fault. Here we are.
Yep, here we are.
He said, I was just kidding. Now we're on the move.
Hey, you know what? I can cover my dirty dishes up with a towel, you know.
Oh, no, we're not done for the night. They'll be done.
Okay. So, all right, here goes. Y'all ready? You might have to get up in here. This is what it looks like.
Looks like paper.
That's what it looks like. That's a SCOBY.
Tim loves our cabinets.
No, thanks. Thanks, Tim. And this is actually, too, it's coming apart. It looks like a brain, some kind of organ. Anyways, that goes in there. And that is my sweet tea that's going to be fermenting for a few days. And then once I get ready to drink it, then I will put the peach mango probably in my cup as I drink it, or either in another container and let it sit for 12 hours. But I don't go any more than 12 hours. There's your slimy pancake. But it don't.
No.
But you don't do anything with it. That's just your starter for your kombucha. You don't drink it or anything. Now, you can feed your SCOBYs to your animals. You can feed your SCOBYs to them. And
Laura said, I've never seen that before.
yeah.
No telling what
That's
you'll
how
see.
you make kombucha.
No telling what you'll see here.
You see my pretty bread I made?
Oh, yeah.
Since we're showing off, there's my pretty bread I made today.
Bread.
This stuff tastes like the Texas Roadhouse rolls. Really good. Okay, get out of my dirty kitchen. I'm kicking y'all out of the kitchen.
Wait.
Y'all dirty kitchen.
Yeah.
Kicking you out of the dirty
We're the
kitchen.
one doing it. Give me just a second. Get your hook back up.
Oh, we go put that phone back on. Yes, ma'am. You can do that. We're here. Hang on. I gotta let him back in. Yep. Now my hand stinks.
You want 2 chicken nuggets?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Do I want?
2 chicken nuggets.
Why? You got some left over?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Good night, Farm
Okay.
Next
I'm
Back.
gonna finish this.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for seeing my slimy pancakes.
Right. You can't unsee that.
Rosemary garlic bread. Yeah, no, I'm coming back over there. I just need this chicken nugget over here on the side.
You'll leave them with me? Huh, that's scary. I've done rosemary garlic bread many times. It's perfected. Is that a Tennessee thing?
No.
What, the SCOBY or the slimy pancake or the eating chicken nuggets? That could go a couple of different ways.
Is that a Tennessee thing? I've never even heard of kombucha until this year. Well, last year.
She mentioned it, and I really didn't have a clue what she was talking about.
A lot of. Yeah.
What?
A lot of people
Somebody said they're going to be dreaming of slimy pancakes.
back in the day will call it switchel. It's a drink called switchel. And they used to make it during the summertime for the farmers. And it's to keep them hydrated and keep their gut health good, to keep them from getting sick and dehydrated. And it's just a good electrolyte balance. Slimy pancakes. Oh, yeah, Tennessee
That's
thing.
funny. That's what I'm saying.
We the slimy
It's gonna be
pancake.
Tennessee equals slimy pancake.
No.
Well, I'm sorry, we didn't come up with that, so we can't hashtag that.
No, but yeah, I'll be doing a series on that pretty soon, and you can dehydrate those SCOBYs, and I think you can freeze them. Like if you just get tired of drinking it, or if you need to ship it to somebody or something, you can dehydrate them and ship it, or store them for a long term. I think they've even started freeze drying them, where you can store them up to 25 years.
I saw that.
And that way you can like just get pieces out, and if it breaks, that's fine, because you can just throw it in there, let it get rehydrated, and yeah, those are called SCOBY hotels. The huge slimy pancakes. If you go on to farmhouseteas.com and do her kombucha series, it's all free. You will see she has a container. Now I just did that one today. And yeah.
Laura, I'm with you. I'm not down with the whole tea thing.
He don't drink tea. But anyways, on her videos that she does. Her scobies are like this big. She has one of those 5-gallon containers like that in there, and everybody there drinks it. All the workers and everything there drink it. And her SCOBY hotel is like that thick. It is huge. Now, you seen mine was only like this, and that's because it has been in a 1/2-gallon jar. And so it forms around the top of whatever it's in. So I've got like 4 of those in there because they were stacked in that 1/2-gallon jar. So when I pulled them out, now they're all going to kind of form and start making one big one. And then it'll just keep growing and growing and growing. But yeah, I'm the only one that drinks it. That's why I only make 1/2 gallon at a time. And that's usually every 2 weeks or so. I can't drink a whole lot of it. It's because it's different. You've got to get your taste buds to liking it.
That reminds me of fire cider.
No, don't tell them that because it is nothing like fire cider.
To me, it tastes better than that. But to me, not liking it, it ends up on almost on the same level as that.
If you let it go too far, it will start tasting like apple cider vinegar, which is in the whole fire cider thing. But kombucha is not hot. It should not be tangy. It'll have a little fizz, a little burn fizz, carbonation kind of thing. It will have that, and that it's supposed to because that is the active bacteria and yeast in it that's eating the sugars. So you make sweet tea and then let the sugars and stuff, let the bacteria eat the sugar. And so it's actually good for diabetics because it's on the lower glycemic index. Because the yeast and bacteria has already eaten all the sugar. So it's actually not sweet. Anyways, now, what else are we going to talk about? All right, it's 11 o'clock. We need to do the drawing.
Any other quick questions? We'll do our last drawing, and then we're going to
end on slimy pancakes.
Right? That's what everybody's going to remember now. I wanted to make that one of the tag words, slimy pancakes.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, see, if I make just plain sweet tea, we will drink it. We will drink a whole gallon a day. I can't make it because we will drink it. And
because of all the sugar.
It is so not good for you. I will start swelling. I had to quit drinking because I started swelling so bad. And tea's a diuretic, and that's what's funny. I was actually too dehydrated, so I was actually retaining water.
Right, no quick questions.
No quick questions? We good on slimy pancakes?
And no slimy pancakes. Nobody has anything that we end on besides slimy pancakes. Makeup mom and son said we'll be dreaming of being wrapped in a slimy
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But
No,
it's
it's
been
not
pretty
funny.
good. We've had 25 likes. That's good.
Well, I've had 25 people in here, so everybody's liked us.
That's good.
We like y'all too. Thank you.
Thank y'all for liking us.
Okay. You ready?
We're going to do our last drawing. Nobody else has come in new. Did you get Laura?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like the first one.
Okay. I have to drink unsweet tea because of the sugar. Is that a diabetic thing, or is that just
the kombucha? The kombucha, the bacteria and yeast eats the sugar. It feeds off of it. That's what makes the carbonation. The only problem is if you are like extremely diabetic and cannot tolerate the the yeast alcohols. Like if you can't tolerate beer because of the yeast alcohol, you won't be able to tolerate kombucha. I had a friend recently, she's getting into this health stuff because she is an extremely bad diabetic. She was actually on here earlier. But she started drinking it because I was telling her of all the health benefits. Well, it like almost sent her to the hospital. She went to the doctor and the doctor was like, I'm surprised you even tried it because she has such a yeasty alcohol intolerance because she's so diabetic. And so, yeah, that would be the only reason really like a diabetic would not be able to drink it. Right. Unsweet tea and moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we go anywhere much north of Kentucky, we have found like even St. Louis.
Yeah, we went to St. Louis and we ate out somewhere and the kids asked for sweet tea and they
won't even have sweet tea.
Like, we got unsweet tea, you can sweeten it yourself. Oh, okay.
Too high triglycerides. Do you take fish oil or omega reds? Anything like that?
I don't know what a triglyceride is. That'd be your arena.
Yeah. My nurse cut. I need to wear my shirt. Keep talking. I'm diagnosing you. I have a shirt like that. Because I'll sit there and people just keep talking and talking and talking. I'm like, you need to try such and such. You need to try such and such.
Yes. She does that, even to me.
Oh, girl, my coffee, it looks like some milk chocolate. Like I'm drinking hot chocolate.
The same thing. Is it creamy?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, ready? Ready? Let's see. Who's gonna get this one? There better be somebody here.
Laura.
Look at you. Laura. Okay, on your About page, make sure you have your email address or
Really?
email me at bootsandbountyhomestead@gmail.com.
It's on our About page.
Yeah, it's on our About page. We finally got it fixed. Stupid thing put in www before and nobody could email us. We finally figured it out after a year and a half. No, it's been a year.
Been a while.
June 1st was a year.
For forever.
Our 1 year anniversary. But yeah, Laura, if you either have yours up there, I'll contact you, or if you want to contact me first, that'll be fun. Yes, you just won. I will give you a list on that email to the products I have. And are you in the United States? I'm guessing you are, right? I'm going to say you are. Mm-hmm.
No, she got it.
Mm-hmm. She's probably just a name. She's probably not a channel. Is you in the States, Laura? Oh, she's in Texas, yeah.
Oh, then we can hook you up.
Yeah.
Dang, she don't even pull it at all.
Oh,
It's not even public.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, I'll either email me or I'm email you.
Channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll get you a list of options that you can choose from. Yep. Well, that's exciting. Look, you were the first one I wrote down too. One of the first names up there. Okay, guys, I got to get up and try to work in the morning, so we're going to get off here. 3 hours is long enough.
Wait.
We've talked about a bunch of stuff, though.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Goodbye, everyone.
What are you doing?
Nothing?
Well, quit.
Okay.
You can play with it later. Get on here and go get to starting.
Hey, Laura, if you go click on the our name down here under the video and go to our channel and then go to the click on About, and then about halfway down the page is our email. But
it's our name at Gmail.
It's Boots and Bounty Homestead, all lowercase, all together, one word, Boots and Bounty Homestead @gmail.com.
I need to tape.
All right, Tim, we will catch y'all later. Tape still. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Makeup Mom, what are you taping?
I need to tape still.
The fun stuff for later? I don't know. I'd wait and see.
Probably tape some stuff before she goes to bed.
Thank you, Laura, for being here.
Thank you, everybody, for coming by. And we've talked about a lot tonight.
Yeah.
I'm always worried. But, oh, yeah.
Well, you got some taping to do.
Good night, everybody. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's it.
Good night, all.
Till next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.